fun in the summer, having fun. Uncle Melty's big gay pride party, ready to piss off homophobes and drink lots of beer and wine and cider and whiskey. Me and Chompy, Pride 2025. Yeah. I don't know if we are live yet. I'm about to find out. I think that we... That's me! That's me! That means we're live! What's crappening, everybody? What's going on? What the hell? Look at that, we are live! Oh my god! Oh my god! Welcome! Guys, gals, non-binary pals, and everyone else in between, and metalheads of the internet, to Uncle Melty's Big Gay Pride Party. The biggest, the gayest, the most alcohol, the most stupid shit, the most me drinking alcohol and doing stupid shit, with Chompy, and eventually Anna. She's busy doing normal adult things. So weird. What a loser. What a fucking freak. How are you? Let's play some music. I've been jamming some Castle Rat. The shout out to Castle Rat. Hell yeah. We're gonna play. Here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna play music and have fun and hang out and we're gonna shoot the shit. I'm gonna show you the main thing that we're gonna be doing today in a minute. I promise you're not gonna be looking at this the entire fucking time. Let's take a minute to say hi to some people in the chat. Wow, I love Pride Month in July, says Metamorphosis24. To be fair, there are Pride events scheduled all over the world, all throughout the summer. San Diego, Portland, Barcelona, Ottawa, Cologne, all have their signature Pride events coming up in the next couple of weeks and months. I remember being in Las Vegas in 2015, and it was like early September, and that was when they had their big Pride parade. So Pride is, you know, Pride Month is June, but Pride is all summer long, baby, because why would you want to only be proud of yourself for a small part of the year? That's fucking stupid as shit to me. That makes no sense to me. Neotoxin says, hello there. Blake Gunnels is here. Pat and Jester, hi, Mr. Meltdown. I see you got Chompy with you. Yes, I do. Chompy's gonna be here the whole time, because Chompy is the number one gay. The number one gay in general. Rock of All Ages says, every month is a good month for gay rights. That's right. And also gay wrongs. We here at the Metal Meltdown support gay rights and gay wrongs. Blake Gunnell says, hi, y'all, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Metal is gay and subslime. Damn straight it is, and damn straight you should subslime if you have not done so already. Heathen then says, do Canadians have Pride? I thought y'all had ice. Of course we have Pride. Is ice supposed to be referring to something? I don't know what that means. X-Ari says, I think Chompy wants a drink, and he shall absolutely have one. Chompy, some Canadian whiskey for you. It's okay, it's all yours. It's all, okay, I get he doesn't want to drink yet. That's fine. That's okay, that's fine. You drink when you're good and ready. It's fine. No worries. It's all fucking good. In all serious chat, what do y'all want to talk about? Obviously, gay and metal. Gay and metal. Duh. Nordic, Chompy's completely wasted. He probably is. That would explain why he's been so quiet thus far, come to think of it. That really would. Alright. I have made myself a Long Island iced tea of sorts. I'm not really sure what exactly goes in a Long Island iced tea, but I had iced tea. And I had alcohol, so boom, that counts for something, right? Cheers! Fuck me, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. I don't know how legit that is as a Long Island iced tea, but it tastes delicious. Alright. Here's the plan. This is Uncle Melty's Big Gay Pride Party, and we're gonna start by ranking every metal subgenre by how gay they are. Observe. Nope, wrong one. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, what we have here is a tier list. And we have 32 different genres and subgenres of heavy metal and extreme music. And we are going to rank them based on how fucking gay they are. With LGBTQ+ icon at the top, and then gay in the closet, staunch ally, straight, and then homophobic, transphobic at the very bottom. I should note before we go any further, because somebody is going to take everything I say far too seriously, this is what we call a joke. We are having fun. Straight up. Just gonna let y'all know before someone starts freaking the fuck out. Wade Kemsey's Thrash and Jackson gonna throw a tantrum with this one. Good, I hope he does. Aiden last name, Metalcore at the top. Rock of all ages, how are we measuring gayness? I will let you know. We're gonna discuss this genre by genre. Duraldi says, hi Robert, what's your favorite cocktail? Mine is a Negroni. I am a sucker for a good old-fashioned. Like, I don't know where I was going. I love an old-fashioned. That's my drink of choice usually. Although I do love mojitos, especially on a hot summer day like this. Heathen then says, don't forget asexual. Absolutely. That's a great point. I'm not sure where asexual fits on this, though. I mean, I know it's considered part of the... Prog metal has no sex drive. Okay, yes, prog metal is an asexual genre. That's fair. Fair. See, Heathen gets what I'm going for. Unknown Pleasures, embrace the wokeness. What's up, Uncle Melty? That's right, embrace the wokeness, everybody. My job today is to inject you all with my woke gay agenda. I'm gonna put it in your brain like the COVID vaccine, and you're all gonna go out and vote for Kamala Harris 5 times and get 7 abortions and 8 sex changes. That's my goal. I'm gonna put my gay agenda, my gay woke metal agenda, right down your throat. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a blast. Alright. I'm gonna drink more. By the way, because this is a Pride live stream, we're raising money for charity. We're specifically raising money for Friends of Ruby. So every donation that you make, every dollar goes to Friends of Ruby, which is a great organization here in Toronto that helps young queer youth, homeless queer youth in Toronto. It helps them find work. It helps them get the help that they need. It helps them get shelter, food, medicine, all that stuff. We've donated to them before. It's a great organization. And I will match every dollar you donate. So if you donate $5, I will also donate $5. And also, every time you donate, I drink. So if you want to get real fucking fucked up, and if you want to do great things for good people who need help, donate. 2 birds, 1 big fat gay stone. Alright. Unknown Pleasures, I'm bisexual as hell and I'm proud of being so. As you fucking should be. As you fucking should be. Valerie the Bat, I would say glam metal is in the closet, to be honest. We're already having the discussions. I like seeing that. You know what? With this in mind, why don't we jump right into it? Everyone's good and ready. Everyone's having fun. Let's fucking go. Richard Cringe, there's no such thing as homeless queer youth. There absolutely is, and you are being incredibly stupid if you think there isn't. What are you talking about? Like, genuinely right off the bat, what are you talking about? If that's how you're gonna be this whole live stream, get the fuck out of here, unironically. No bigots allowed. Alright, what genre do we want to start off with? What genre do we want to start off with? I'm feeling heavy metal. Alright, heavy metal. Classic, traditional heavy metal. Where does it fit here? How gay is it? Well, let's think about this for a second. Traditional classic heavy metal, specifically from that of Judas Priest, is literally from, like, gay S&M, leather daddy subculture shit and club culture shit in the 70s. And Rob Halford himself is an openly gay man, and Lord knows there is no shortage of homoeroticism within heavy metal. That being said, traditional heavy metal, I feel is... I don't think it's straight, but I feel like it's a staunch ally. You know what I mean? Because, like, traditional heavy metal is just like, whatever. I want to ride my motorcycle and talk to cool girls and drink beer and have fun. And we're cool with Rob Halford, you know? Like, Judas Priest is definitely gay. I'm just not sure the entirety of heavy metal has that same vibe. It carries that same vibe. I'm feeling staunch ally, personally. I want to know what y'all think, though. I would definitely like to hear some consensus here. Jameson Meyer says Judas Priest goated. Absolutely they are. Pat and Jester, Metalcore. Some of the bands are just so goddamn gay. We're focusing on traditional heavy metal for the moment. That's the focus, y'all. Although I love that y'all are, like, legit talking about this. Valerie the Bat, it's amazing that metal fashion all started from fetish gay gear. Awesome. I mean, yeah, literally. All of it, because black metal fashion just took, like, the leather and spikes of Judas Priest and added some fucking Alice Cooper fucking corpse paint shit to it. Like, that's it. Straight the fuck up. And, you know, like, I mean, all those classic heavy metal bands, you know, they idolized fucking, like, queer rock artists of the 50s and 60s and queer art in general. So, like, you know, and I think that's kind of where, like, the staunch ally angle is kind of coming in for me as well. Rock of all ages, except had some gay anthems in the 80s. I mean, Balls to the Wall is gay as hell. Like, that just sounds gay as hell. Freeman Witcher, seeing the fans embrace Halford was really good for my faith in the community. I'm not hearing much objection on Staunch Ally. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a little leap of faith, a shot in the dark, and we're going to put heavy metal in Staunch Ally. I feel that heavy metal is a staunch ally of the queer folk and people. That's how I feel. Y'all disagree? Now's the time to say something. X-Trans X-Core X says we can't forget trans rights and trans wrongs too, donating $2 to the Metal Meltdown. We cannot and we absolutely will not. Cheers to all my trans peeps out there. Trans rights forever and trans wrongs forever. And thank you for donating $2 to the Metal Meltdown and in turn to Friends of Ruby. Cheers. Man, that's delicious. I knocked it out of the fucking park with that. Holy shit. The Cats, it came around the 4th of July this year, by the way. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. I'm guessing Pride? I don't know. Pride here in Toronto is usually the last weekend of June. So, yeah. Kevin Mitchell, like David Bowie, Elton John, and, what does that say, Queen? And others. Yeah, like Little Richard, for example. Like Lemmy Kilmister loved Little Richard. Little Richard was an openly gay black rock and roll singer. And, you know, they all loved, like, Freddie Mercury and David Bowie and Elton John and the New York Dolls and all of these queer and queer-friendly, queer-adjacent artists. So I feel heavy metal, on top of taking its inspiration from queer culture and fashion, is a staunch ally just in general, vibe-wise, to this fucking day. Can the same be said for other genres? I don't know. That's up to you. That's up to you. I don't know what to tell you. Unknown Pleasures, embrace the gay and trans rights. Cheers with having a cold beer. Hell yeah, cheers. Freeman Witcher, Little Richard is my shit. Wheels of Mercury, hey Robert and Anna. Anna's not here at the moment, but hey, how you doing, Wheels of Mercury? Chompy is here for the record, though. Unknown Pleasures says, Lou Reed, do not forget about him singing about the hassles and drag queens in 1972. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, Lou Reed he's gay. He's very gay. He's somewhere on the gay spectrum. I don't fully know where exactly, but he's definitely there somewhere. Ellie Not So Smelly says, happy Pride stream, y'all. Richard Ween, I don't understand why people say trans people don't have rights. It's because right now, specifically in the United States, but all over the world in general, there are groups of people, Christian fundamentalists and religious fundamentalists, and people in government, and who apparently are doing everything possible to strip queer people and specifically trans people of their rights, labeling them as groomers and as predators. And it's dangerous out there for queer folk. So until it's safe for everyone to be who they are, we're gonna keep doing this shit. I hope that made sense. I'm gonna assume that you were genuinely asking a genuine question, because I don't feel like attacking anyone or getting all negative here. Just letting you know. Wheels of Mercury joining here after listening to that new Witch Hazel album, really enjoying it. I really like that Witch Hazel album as well. Great fucking shit. I have to close. I'm realizing I left the freezer door open. I'll be back in 1 minute. Chompy, entertain them! Entertain them, Chompy! Thrill them with the story of your gayness! Man, he's shy. He's really shy today. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the fuck is I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is going on? Barry Barrelson, the ones who are groomers and predators are criminals. Yeah, I mean, agreed. Was that somehow up for debate? I would like some context here. I don't know. I just find it funny how so many of the people who are like, oh, ban drag, ban queer people, fucking vote, I don't know. I want to scroll back up for a second. Labeling is one thing, but what rights are being taken away? Buddy, there are literally Christian fundamentalists and religious groups and political groups in the United States right now that are trying to they're trying to make sure that trans people do not have the medicine that they need or the resources that they need to transition. They are trying to make gay marriage illegal again. Like, they are actively working to make life miserable and illegal for queer people. If you can't see that, then you have not been paying attention, with all due respect. Wolf97 says, Happy Pride, all cis-het white dudes Happy Pride all, cis-het white dude here, but I consider myself an ally, although I do admit to having a man crush on Billy Joe Armstrong. He's hot as fuck, I don't care. You don't have to care, it's all good. Thank you for the $10, and thank you for the drink. Alright, I'm not gonna debate these fucking people. Ellie's so smelly, also J.K. Rowling doing her damage in the UK. I mean, that's a great example. In the UK, they've literally ruled that trans women are not women, which is fucking ridiculous. And, like, it does nothing to actually help women, or it does nothing to help women. You're just attacking women for being women. That's it. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I don't know, man. But whatever. I'm gonna try to not let these people fucking bring down the vibe, bring down the spirit. We're here to have fun. So let's have some fucking fun. Let's move on to the next genre. Let's talk about thrash metal. Thrash metal, the natural evolution of traditional heavy metal. More aggressive, more powerful, more brutal. More social, political lyrics. I think that some thrash metal bands are staunch allies, but I feel like simultaneous to that, I feel like thrash metal can be a very stubborn and restrictive genre. Like, thrash metal fans don't always respond super well to change. Case in point, the 90s. So I don't know. I'm thinking thrash metal is just straight. I don't know. I'm not getting homophobic vibes, but I'm not really getting gay ally vibes either. I'm thinking they're just straight, you know? That's it. They do their thing and that's it. Blackwater Rust, trans rights are human rights. Heathen then, thrash is pretty straight edge. Metamorphosis, I actually have a non-binary friend who is an ally. Hell yeah. I mean, honestly, most of my friends are queer at this point, like, straight up. That's it. Like, I don't know. My best friend is trans. Two of my closest friends and family members, a lot of them are non-binary, gay, queer, bisexual. You know, it's important. Edward Edwards, this clown is being brought down. Lamau, he has to resist it and shit. I don't understand what this comment is supposed to mean. I'm going to move on. Durality, I would add that thrash is the perfect genre for moshing, which is literally dudes cuddling. That's a good point. Men became they craved physical touch so much that they created moshing. That's an interesting point. I'm still not seeing too many objections on thrash being straight, though. I'm still not seeing too many objections on that, so I think that means we're in the right ballpark here with this. Creator has an awesome LGBTQ supportive song. Yes, if we're talking bands specifically, Freeman, Creator is very much a staunch ally. Abso-fucking-lutely. Undeniably. Veil of Ammunition. Thrash metal seems very meat and potatoes. Uncle Feet on the Couch. Don't tell me about that queer shit energy. Looking at the early Bay Area scene especially. Yeah, and especially as these bands have gotten older, like Dave Mustaine is a famously, hyper right-wing, born-again Christian. So yeah, I think, for every creator you get a Megadeth. So I think straight is just a comfortable place to put them overall. We're gonna have to start switching things up a little bit. All right, let's go prog metal. Let's talk prog metal. Now, someone joked earlier that prog metal would be asexual because prog metal has no sex drive. Funny. Very funny. More importantly, I think prog metal is in the closet because prog metal can be quite flamboyant and quite ridiculous and quite over the top, but they're not willing to be honest about that. They're like, oh no, this is real art. This is very serious. Like, you can't comprehend the musicianship on display here, how smart, how intelligent this is. So I think they're in the closet. They're denying who they are. It's okay, prog metal. You're a flamboyant guy. It's okay. It's okay. I'm feeling in the closet. That's what I'm feeling. That's what my heart says. I'm open to hearing arguments for others. Blackwater Rust, probably more in the closet. Ultimate Cheese Squid, prog metal go into erectile dysfunction tier. Wheels of Mercury, my hairdresser is non-binary. I love talking to them about pop punk and metalcore whenever I go for a haircut. You know, to tie back to what Heathen said, I think prog metal is asexual, but they're in the closet about being asexual. You know? They have these flamboyancies, and they are weird, and they are a little funky, and they're not honest about it, and they don't know where to put that energy. They don't know where to put that confusion, and that's why it goes into in-the-closet territory. That's how I feel. Richard Ween says, I'm straight, so believe my opinion that prog is straight-up gay. Okay, so you're just... So what's the argument? You're straight, and therefore prog is gay. Are you saying that it's gay because, oh, it's gay? Like, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Edward says, what is that in the background? 10,000 Maniacs? I don't know what that is referring to. I got no idea what y'all are referring to. Neotoxin, what is new metal? We can talk... You know what? We can talk new metal if you like. You know what? Let's go there. Let's switch it up. Let's talk new metal. Where does new metal go? Now, new metal is a derivative of alternative metal and rap metal. And new metal, I think that new metal is, how do I put this? New metal is a dirty, gritty genre. It's not known for being super flamboyant, but it is known for being very honest. There's a lot of emotional vulnerability. There's a lot of emotional transparency. Number says new metal is in every tier. There's an element of truth to that. I don't know. Richard Ween, my point is that prog is gay. I don't get the question. Okay, but what makes it gay? Are you saying gay as a derogatory term, or are you genuinely trying to contribute to this? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I swear to, I don't know. I swear to God, some of y'all just tuned in hoping I would say that every genre is gay and that I would do homophobic shit. We ain't doing that here. Nuh-uh. You know what? I'm thinking, despite the emotional vulnerability and honesty, you know, new metal, I think, is like straight. That's what I feel. You know, although they do love their costumes. They do love... Oh, man. Jonathan Davis has used the F-slur. He has used the F-slur. I'm feeling straight. I'm feeling straight. Richard Wayne says, wait, so what's this tier list then? We're ranking... Jesus Christ. We're ranking metal genres by how gay they are. Like, gay, in the closet, staunch ally, homophobic. You are just saying prog is gay over and over and over again. If you're actually trying to contribute to this, I want to know your logic. Like, come on. Come on. What do you not understand about this? Heathen then says he used it reflexively on himself. That is also a good point. He did not use it to be, like, especially demeaning or cruel. He was using it because it was very much him talking about his experiences being bullied as a kid, that song. Reyna says, LMFAO, this is a great idea. I think so. And it seems some of y'all are coming in here just trying to use this as an excuse to be homophobic. Richard Ween, when did I say that over and over again? Buddy, scroll up. What are you talking about? Scroll up. Come on, bro. It's right there in the chat. I'm convinced that Richard's either an idiot or he's just trolling. Everyone ignore Richard. Everyone ignore Richard. All right. New metal is straight. It seems we agree on that. Let's roll with that. But what of alternative metal? After all, new metal comes primarily from alternative metal. And I think alternative metal, despite giving birth to new metal, is gay. I think alternative metal is very gay. Alternative metal is very comfortable, being more expressive, being more vulnerable. It's also more comfortable being more flamboyant. Richard Ween says this is so typical. Please explain why. Please explain why. Unironically, please explain why. You're just coming in here saying this is gay. Richard Ween, I didn't say anything wrong and you people get up in your feelings over nothing. Brother, read the room. Read the fucking... You know what? Bye. Bye. Fuck, I can't do anything from my end. Whatever. Everyone just ignore this guy. You just... Whatever. Oh, prog metal's gay. Explain. What do you mean, explain? Why is everyone attacking me? Pay attention, dumbass. The Maniacs. Hello, Uncle Melty. Love your work, and I also enjoyed your rant on Nostalgia Critics The Wall. Happy Pride. So does everybody. Hell yes. Unironically, it's still the most popular video on the channel, and I would love to change that. Barry Barrelson, why do these homos always have to make everything gay? Because everything is gay. Everything's gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay. I don't know. I love that people are showing up here just to be homophobic and then cry when I call them out for being homophobic. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, they're making everything gay. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. CH, I come in here being annoying and demeaning and you scoff at me? Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. What are we fucking doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? Alright, anyways, alternative metal is gay. Faith No More, Jane's Addiction, fucking even Tool for that matter. Like, gay as hell, super gay, flamboyant, expressive, honest, plus, you know, alternative subculture and shit like that. Whatever. Richard Ween, I was never homophobic, you're just in your feelings. I asked you very blatantly to explain why prog is gay, and you said prog is gay. I asked you if you meant that in a demeaning way, you got up in your feelings. That is exactly what happened here. The entire chat log can confirm this. Period. Unknown pleasures. People should chill about gays because come on, it's 2025, we're not in the 18th century anymore. You'd be amazed how difficult that is for some people to comprehend. Case in point, look at 2 or 3 people in this chat right now. Dorothy Slutman, because... Richard Ween, you choose to see it that way. You told us you see it that way. You told us. It's in the chat log. How fucking goddamn moronic are you? Okay, you're a troll and you're stupid. You're a troll and you're stupid. Confirmed. Number says, don't forget Chino moaning every damn song. Oh my god, absolutely. Yes, good point as well. Good point. Alt metal's gay as fuck. Gay as fuck, but in the best way possible. Of course, it's always in the best way possible. Richard Ween says, no, I didn't. Once again, scroll up and read the chat log. Once again, scroll up and read the chat log. Your words, not mine, bro. We're off to an excellent start with this fucking live stream. We're off to an excellent start. EasyBait Coven says, salutation, fellas. What is up, EasyBait Coven? How you doing today? How you fucking doing? All you've done is call me names. I've never said anything about you. Typical. Oh my god, bro. You know, genuinely, how fucking stupid are you? The entire chain of events. Prog is gay. Please explain why. It's just gay. Do you mean that in a demeaning way? No, I mean that it's fucking gay. And now you're having a little fucking tantrum. Oh, typical. How typical of you. Like, God fucking damn it. Art says, it's so weird to focus your identity around your sexuality, and even more so to celebrate other sexuality. It's not a virtue or reason for celebration in the slightest. I think that being honest about who you are and being proud of who you are is always something to celebrate. And I think it's weird to say that you shouldn't focus your identity around your sexuality when no one really wants to. But the fact is, there are forces in the world that will do exactly that. There are political groups and religious groups that will attack people for the crime of being gay, who are labeling them as monsters and predators and groomers. So, I don't know, like, it's become, sexuality and identity has become synonymous with all of this stuff. Landon, stop letting Richard rage bait you, bro. Yeah, he kinda is, I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Yeah, this motherfucker ain't worth my time. We're moving on. If Richard wants to continue having a little bitch fest, that's good for him. Alright, what's the next genre we're doing here? What's the next genre we're doing here? What are we doing here? You know what? Let's go back to the classic. Let's go death metal. Let's go death metal. Where does death metal land here? Death metal is a more extreme genre. There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of gore. It's a more blunt genre. I should note that when I say death metal, for the sake of this conversation, we're referring to, like, Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Suffocation type shit. Like, that's what I'm saying when I say death metal. I'm not talking tech death, melodic death metal, brutal death metal. I'm talking, like, classic late 80s death metal of that variety. And I think I think death metal falls in kind of that, like, straight territory, you know? They've never, you know... I don't know. I'm not getting gay vibes necessarily, but I'm not getting homophobic, transphobic vibes. I will get homophobic, transphobic vibes from a band like, from like Malevolent Creation, because those guys are straight up fucking bigots. Like, they're already well-documented racists. It would not be shocking to learn that they're also homophobes and transphobes. Let's just be fucking real for a second here. But I'm feeling straight for death metal. You know? Jared86 says death metal is very straight. Freeman Witcher says meat and potatoes death metal. Guts and guitars and the powers they hold. Death metal has Sean Reinhardt and Paul Masvidal from Cynic and Death. Yes, but would you consider Cynic more prog or more death? Because I would consider Cynic to be prog metal. Straight up. I would consider them prog metal. Plus, you know, does them being there, does that make the entire genre that? I don't know. I'm still feeling straight, but I'm open to hearing arguments otherwise. Gremlin says, do doom metal. I'm game. I can do doom metal next. No problem at all. Freeman Witcher says prog. I'm guessing you referred... Yeah, Cynic being more prog. They have death metal in their sound, but I consider them more... I would consider them more like full-blown fucking prog metal. Easy Bait Coven also is that Mesa I hear? No, this is Castle Rat in the background, although we can switch to some Mesa in a bit if you like. I've just been jamming some shit off the Xbox in the background. Deicide's Glenn Benton made a shit ton of homophobic comments in interviews back in the day. Oh, that's really not shocking at all. That's not shocking at all. Uh-oh. Bobby Bobinson says, oh my goodness, I've been here 2 seconds and I've already heard 4 woke buzzwords. That's right, you're going to hear more too. You're going to hear even more. We're going to inject our gay woke agenda right down your throat. We're going to make you vote for Kamala Harris 5 times, and we're going to make you get 6 abortions and 7 sex changes. It's going to happen. I'm going to put my gay agenda straight into your body. That's the goal. XRE says, all our fans are gay. Seth Putnam. He was cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking a little bit. I'm not going to lie there. Not going to lie. Landon, Focus is definitely a tech death album any after prog. I mean, yeah, that's... Yeah, I'm not arguing that they aren't, like... They still have that death in them. But, like, Cynic, I would more safely describe them all the way as prog. You know what I mean? But, I mean, yeah, undeniably a tech death icon and classic. Easy Bait Coven says, hashtag dark woke. Grah! That's right! Ah! Dark woke! Embrace the dark woke! Ah! We're gonna get Joe Brandon to run in 2028. We're gonna get Dark Brandon back. Yeah! That'll solve everything! Another 80-year-old man in office! Yeah! Let's go! Hashtag Dark Brandon! Hashtag woke! Yeah! Alright, what... This is the dumbest live stream I've ever done, and it's amazing. Alright, what genre are we feeling next? What genre are we feeling next? Someone said doom metal. Let's go doom metal. I think doom metal is a staunch ally. Doom metal, another very theatrical genre. It's very cinematic, very big, very bold, very powerful, a lot of emotion, big vocals, big guitars, bigger is better, and sometimes bigger is gayer too. Just throwing that out there. I don't know, you wouldn't expect it from Doom. You know, it doesn't look necessarily gay or even ally-ish. But definitely has the vibes. Definitely staunch ally underneath. Unexpected ally, but an ally nonetheless. That's how I feel about doom metal. That's how I feel about doom metal. Number says do glam metal and slam. That thing is in its own tier above anything. Helly Not So Smelly says groove. XRE says it's gay and woke. Thrash and Jackson. It autoplayed to something called Hippie Death Cult. Okay, I can fuck with this for a bit. Okay, I can fuck with that. Alright. Fuck off, Hippie Death Cult. Let's go. Easy Bait Coven says, hard agree. Metamorphosis 24 says, do Christian metal because there's a point I want to make. Maniac 2, Mr. Kruber, doom metal. Doom metal would be the Wes Craven if we compared metal to movie directors. That's fair. I feel that. I feel that. It seems as though we're in agreement that doom metal is going into the staunch ally tier. Mike Michaels, doom is tuned low enough to vibrate your gay little wieners off. Okay, pop off. There's multiple ways to interpret that comment, but all right. I'm gonna interpret that as a joke and move on. Here's hoping it is. It is objectively kind of funnily worded. All right, Valerie the Bat says Christian metal is gay to Jesus. There's a couple of people who have brought up Christian metal. Coincidentally, we do have a little thing for Christian metal here. So, in theory, Christian metal would maybe go into homophobic and transphobic. And I say this in theory because right now, religious Christian groups and people are working very hard to make life as a queer person as difficult and as illegal as possible. However, as we all know, and this is a fact, there are a lot of Christian right-wing Republican folks who are very much in the closet. When the Republican National Convention was in Milwaukee last year, I think it was, the Grindr servers literally blew the fuck up because there were that many fucking, like, you know, in the closet fucking Republicans looking for some action at the RNC. So that's why, that's why I think a lot of Christian metal, I think Christian metal is in the closet. I think Christian metal, you know, I think Christian metal is acting out and lashing out because there's a lot of internalized homophobia there, and they don't feel they have the freedom to be who they want to be, and as a result of that, they take it out on people who do act upon the freedom to be who they want to be. Straight up. Straight up. That's how I feel. Priscilla Carpio says, in the closet. Landon says, closeted all the way. Valerie the Bat, Nick Fuentes is extremely in the closet. Also, do you know Dead Domain Vesper? Yeah, I mean, he's so in the closet. Wasn't there, like, this thing a while back about him supposedly having some kind of, like, sex tape with, like, that fucking, like, hyper-libbed-up dude, Destiny? Like the most pro-DNC fucking libbed-up dude in human history. Like, the two of them apparently fucking, apparently the two of them shacked up and made a little video and everything. I don't know. Richard Ween, straight up, what about gay up? You're unironically cooking with that, Richard Ween. You're unironically cooking with that. I don't know if you meant to, but you're cooking with that. Gay up, everybody. Gay up. Bang. Okay, Spotify cooking too. We're at Margarita Witch Cult now. I'm gonna let Spotify do its fucking thing for a minute here. Leon Lasser, oh, wait, we're talking gay metal genres? Okay, well, I saw Biohazard recently, and seeing those dudes chest naked on stage would make one feel a little less conflicted. Whoops, did I say that out loud? Hey-oh! Hey-oh! Whoa! Whoa! Jason Myers, gay up by what band? That sounds like something Brojob would do. I'm not even gonna lie. The Maniacs 2.0, extremely in the closet when it comes to Christian metal. No surprise there. All right, we're definitely all on the same page when it comes to a fucking Christian metal being in the closet. Fuck yeah, I like that. We're all on the same page, all of us. That's awesome. All right, so what about some other genres? Valerie the Bat says, is sludge metal on the list? Sludge metal is on the list. And I would like to... We can do... You know what? We can talk... Number says, how do we feel about avant-garde metal? Oh my god, avant-garde metal's gay. Avant-garde metal is what happens when a prog metal band is way more open and honest about being gay. Like, they're fully out of the closet, and they're just embracing being weird and crazy and insane. That's avant-garde metal. Unpredictable, wild, cool as all holy hell, super gay, super awesome, great shit. Chaos Estereo-Fianas, let's do post-metal. XRE says metalcore. Guitars and the power they hold says try power metal next. Ellie Not So Smelly says groove. Bonflies Boeing says avant-garde is a staunch ally. Reina says icon/gay. Could they be icons? Interesting. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about avant-garde metal as an LGBTQ plus icon? How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? I'm interested to hear. I'm gonna have a drink in the meantime. I'm already having a drink, but I'm gonna have another drink. Oh my god, this is fucking delicious. Yeah! Wolfloss97, avant-garde is totally gay, experimental, and open as fuck. Cameron Stein, avant-garde is queer icon, not gonna lie. Freeman Witcher says, I support. Save the icon tier for... Dorothy Slutman says, icon for sure. Beast Mortuary says, yeah, kinda. Everyone's feeling icon. You know what? Power to the people. Y'all alright, so be it. You have spoken. Avant-garde metal is an LGBTQ plus icon. All hail our gay experimental overlords. Let's fucking go. Number says gay, very. Blackwater Russ, LGBT icon or gay at least. Victor Rosewrath, avant-garde metal has liturgy. Liturgy, I feel like, is in a field all entirely of their own. Like, I don't even know. Avant-garde metal is a safe description for them, but, like, you know, they're just so outside the box. I don't even know where you would, like, really put them. As much as I've enjoyed Spotify kind of doing its own thing, we are going to switch to... someone mentioned Mesa a moment ago, so let's go with some Mesa. I'm feeling this, like, epic girly doom. I'm feeling it. So let's go Mesa. Kaboom jams. Ellie Not So Smelly, I was thinking about being a drag guitarist in a band with the name Barbara Dwyer. Go for it! Fuck it up! Do it! That's awesome. I'd go pay to see a drag metal band. That'd be awesome as hell. Bobby Bobinson, honestly, this stream feels ironic, so I respect it for that, but I know it's not. It's whatever you've decided it's gonna be. I'm not... whatever. We're here to have fun. Queer people rule. That's, you know... I don't know. Whatever. Metal Person J, late 90s, early 2000s were peak homophobia for metal. I mean, a little bit, because you are in that period where, like, gay is, like, used derogatory still. And, I mean, it still is today. You're never really fully going to get rid of that. I would say where you're looking more specifically at, like, late 2000s, because, like, where you had, like, deathcore, metalcore bands who had, like, fucking, like, just this weird fucking, like, hyper-sexist, hyper-homophobic text on all their fucking t-shirts and shit. Metamorphosis 24, can I suggest a song by a band to play? It only has 47k streams, so I think you can avoid copyright. Yeah, I'm game. Fuck it. We're gonna play this. Tell you what, we'll play this album, and then we'll take some fucking, we'll take some requests. How does that say? How does that sound? Hell yeah. Ellie Not So Smelly, no, my stage name would be Barbara Dwyer. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm sorry, did I not understand that? Did I somehow misinterpret that? If so, I apologize. Wolfloss97, glam is pretty close to drag, honestly. You know what? It is. And on that note, let's talk glam metal. Now, glam metal is drag. It straight up is. Young men in makeup, wigs, slutty girly clothing, dressing as feminine and hypersexual as possible, and it's drag. It just is. And, you know, all these guys were fucking crazy, and they got up to some shit. There's definitely some problematic bullshit in glam metal. Priscilla Carbio says glam equals closeted. There's a, you know what? That's fair also. That's fair also, because, I mean, a lot of these bands, as they got older, they leaned more conservative. Like, Dee Snider called himself a drag queen. He has straight up said that he considers himself a drag queen, but simultaneous to that, he holds, like, transphobic, bigoted views about queer and trans people. So, I don't know, I'm feeling gay. I'm feeling glam metal is gay. A little bit more of a hyper old-fashioned cheesy gay, but gay nonetheless. Heathen then says a transparent closet. Yeah, I mean, if they are in the closet, then that is the most transparent, shallow, easy to see through closet in human fucking history. Like, holy fucking shit. I don't know, I'm feeling gay. They may not have intended to be gay, but they absolutely fucking are. That's how I feel. If there is extreme objection to this, then I have no issue moving them to another category. But I'm feeling gay. That feels right to me. Metal Pearson J says glam metal equals gay, just like every thrash band called it in the 80s. Ultimate Cheese Squid, should we just get black metal out of the way? We can do black metal. We can do black metal, that's fine. Now, black metal, whether black metal wants to admit it or not, is also a very theatrical, over-the-top kind of genre. They have their silly little costumes, and they do their silly little stunts. Simultaneous to that, there is a lot of the black metal ideology that is rooted in, you know, anti-religion, anti-Christianity, which, you know, in theory, maybe not so bad if you're a super extreme gay. But also, there's bigoted views that come along with it. I mean, I don't think I need to remind you of someone like Varg Vikernes, who is a well-documented neo-Nazi, or if you prefer, Odinist. And then I think it was the drummer from Emperor or Enslaved who literally stabbed a gay man to death in like a public park or something. So I think that black metal has strong... I think black metal is conflicted about queerness and just being honest. But I think overall, just given the history of black metal, I honestly think we could probably put black metal in homophobic, transphobic, because there are literally black metal musicians who have committed hate crimes. That's kind of how I feel. Now, that being said, if anyone wants to make an argument for otherwise, please feel free to do so right now. Please feel free to do so. BA says, putting off guitar practice by watching this. Do both. 2 birds, 1 stone. Have this in the background. The Entity of Darkness says, black metal is big in Europe, so it's absolutely closeted. Hell yeah. All right. JD6 plus 2 guys from the scene came out as gay. NSBM exists, but so does Liturgy. Freeman Witcher says, sadly, I can't argue too much. Valerie the Bat says, it was Faust of Emperor who killed the gay guy. I think Enslaved had the dude kill his girlfriend and committed suicide in prison. Jesus, we're adding more to black metal lore. I didn't even know about that. Really? That's fucking wild. Gremlin, I once had a shirt that says black metal is for lovers, and it was 2 men with their junks out. That's awesome. I would wear that unironically. That's fucking cool as hell. I feel the shit out of that. Number, put Djent in gay, because it's all glazing Meshuggah. Oh, damn. Shots fired. Shots fired. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. I'm not really... A lot of people cracking jokes about where black metal would be, but not really any full-blown objections, so I think maybe we hit the nail on the head putting them in homophobic, transphobic tier. I think we hit the nail on the head there. Other genres. What else are we feeling? What do we want to talk about next? We got a bunch more, as you can see here. A bunch more. There were 32 genres all day. Even then, the Entity of Darkness, may I remind you of North American black metal? Now, that's a good point. Black metal has evolved a lot in the following years. However, there are still a lot of, like, heavily conservative, restrictive ideologies and mindsets that are attached to black metal. There is still this mentality that black metal is kind of supposed to just be a certain way, and if it isn't, it's not black metal. And it did still originate and was created by people. It stemmed from an environment of, you know, confusing and extreme ideologies, and then also people that went on to actually commit hate crimes. So, I don't know, man. I'm still feeling homophobic, transphobic tier. That's how I'm feeling. Heathen then says, Djent fans are only interested in going boom chicka... bow chicka wow wow on their 8 strings. Yeah, alright, donating €5 as well. Cheers, I'm gonna finish this off and get another drink. Bobby Bobinson, gotta do melodic death metal and rank Argsolent. We will never rank Argsolent on this channel. Not gonna happen. Edward Edwards, black metal artists should go to a prison who haven't unalived a gay person. I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to say there. Freeman Witcher, is Attila, Falling in Reverse, and Slaughter to Prevail considered the same genre? If so, you know where they go. Uh-oh. Fucking hell. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna get another drink. Bobby Bobbinson says, Argosyllant for the win. Fuck no. Fuck those bigots. Nuh-uh. Fuck that. Metal Person J says, power metal next. We can do power metal next. I'm game with that. I'm gonna get a drink first. Chompy! Tell them another wonderful story about all your gay exploits. Fuck me, my back hurts. Oh my god, I'm a fucking old man. My back hurts. Shout out to Easy Bait Coven for recommending Mesa. Fucking good choice, man. I love this album. This is from their most recent studio album, The Spin. It came out back in April. We actually reviewed it here on the Metal Meltdown. Everyone check it out if you have not done so already. It's fucking fantastic. Listen to those soulful, screeching guitars. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful, my guy. Straight up. Or gay up, as someone so wonderfully recommended. Dorothy Slutman says, power metal is in the closet. It's funny you bring that up. Because I agree. Power metal is in the closet. Power metal is really gay. But power metal is very dishonest about how gay they are. Power metal is all about unicorns and rainbows, and it's flamboyant, and it's big, and it's bold, and it's epic. But when you, and like, it's so homoerotic, at bare minimum, that. Like, Manowar was like sweaty, shirtless, and ripped on every fucking album cover. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, but like, power metal is so, like, unwilling to just be like, yeah, we're gay, or like, yeah, we're this, or whatever. They're very much in the closet. Very, very, very much in the closet. I am seeing no objections on this whatsoever. No objections whatso-fucking-ever. Dorothy Slutman says, look at Manowar, that's so gay. Absolutely it is. Power metal is unintentionally gay like 80s pop culture. I mean, sure. I don't know. There's a lot of 80s pop and rock that isn't unintentionally gay. It just straight up is gay, you know? Like, you know, Freddie Mercury, Wham and George Michael. Rob Halford was obviously making music in this time as well. Prince, I don't know what Prince was, but he was definitely something. He just fucked. A creature of pure sexual energy, just, like, in general. And, you know, like, gay icons of this time as well, like fucking Whitney Houston, Madonna, whose music resonated with gay audiences as well, and then glam metal, you know, all drag and shit. Like, if we're going gay by association, then, like, technically a lot of this is gay by association, if you want to be there. Metamorphosis, which song on The Spin is this currently? This is Fire on the Roof. It just started right now. Bond Flies Boeing, Wasp are the gayest. I mean, they are and they aren't. Because they've gone extremely to the right in recent years. Like, they were very happy to be like, hell yeah, like, woo, you know, fuck yeah, whatever. M-Dragon, Prince embodied human sexuality, period. Oh my god, yes. Like, again, just a pure sexual being through and through. I think he just, I don't think he was concerned about labels or anything like that. He just wanted to fuck. Like, that's it. He just wanted to fuck, period. Just wanted to fuck. All right, no objections on power metal on in the closet. So there we are. Freeman Witcher says Wasp is basically a Trump rally. I mean, a little bit at this point. Like, holy shit. Like, all right. So what else? What are we feeling next? What are we feeling next? Metal Person J says, power metal equals LGBTQ plus icon. I think you're in the minority there, bud. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry, bud, but I think you're in the minority there. What are we feeling next? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Let me know, y'all. Veil of Omniscience says industrial. We can do industrial. We can definitely do industrial. And you know what? Industrial metal's gay as fuck. It's so gay. 9 Inch Nails, Closer, gave us the ultimate fuck song, Closer. And, like, you know, Ministry hyper-libbed up all the way. And, like, Al Jorgensen has literally told stories about, like, sucking dick for drugs and shit like that. And, like, in general, industrial metal and industrial music and that whole subculture is very queer-friendly, like, at bare minimum. I think that's what we need to remember, is that industrial metal is not necessarily a subgenre of metal, unlike every other genre here. Industrial metal is a subgenre of industrial music, industrial pop and rock and dance music. And the industrial subculture and community is very, 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 like, pro-gay rights and voices and people. Like, very, very queer-friendly safe space. So, industrial metal, absolutely fucking gay. The addition of electric guitars and metal riffs does not change the fact that industrial metal is gay as fuck. So gay. So gay. Heathen then, Rammstein had a gay kiss in Russia, borderline gay icons. Yeah, but then, isn't there a bunch of weird allegations about, like, Lindemann, the vocalist, though? Rammstein did also make the fucking Rammstein dildos, and they did also literally have a music video on Pornhub, so, in general, I think they're just fucking freaks. They're just fucking freaks. Wow, Bobby Bobbinson dropping the fucking R-word slur. Wow! Wow, what is your problem? Alright, we're gonna do something about that. Sorry, bud, but I don't think you can be here. I don't think you can be here. Sorry, buddy. You're in timeout. Timeout zone. Bye-bye. 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 I'm gonna start taking shots whenever people start doing dumb shit. Number says, God bless. Yes, finally, thank you. I mean, I was just whatever. I was just gonna let him rant and rave, because fuck it, more views for me, but, like, whatever. Whatever. Plus, it's funny to laugh at bigots and homophobes sometimes. It just is. It's just fun. They're just funny, unintentionally funny sometimes. Valerie the Bat, Godflesh is trans and gay music to the max? Absolutely. Godflesh especially. Tyler Hackner, who was that? What I miss? You missed someone fucking being stupid. You missed someone being so stupid, we had to get rid of them. There is a limit to how stupid you're allowed to be here. Metal Person J says, Grindcore equals staunch ally. Now, okay. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Because I would actually agree with that take. I would agree that Grindcore is a staunch ally, because Grindcore is a subgenre. It's a subgenre of metal, but it's also a subgenre of hardcore and, like, crust punk music, which is, and I'm sorry if I'm making things political for a second here, but punk is a very, very, very political genre. It just is, from its very inception. Punk music has always talked about, it's always been very much against the the ruling class. It's very much been about the people. It's very much talked about political, social issues and struggles, and that has transitioned well into grindcore, especially when you get to bands like Extreme Noise Terror and Napalm Death. Napalm Death especially. Now, mind you, when you get to bands like Repulsion, Carcass, when you go further into those kinds of territories and Exhumed, you know, it does get to be more about the gore and the extremity of it all. But, you know, even so, like Matt Harvey from Exhumed is a well documented left-leaning person. Like, he is very much a staunch ally, even if that isn't present in his music per se. So, I would say grindcore is absolutely a staunch ally. Wolfloss97, grindcore is very politically charged and based as fuck. Dorothy Slutman, the word punk is a taken back gay slur. Is it really? I didn't even know that. Holy shit. The Maniacs, right, even the Sex Pistols were very political. All punk was very political. All punk is very political, even if you're not willing to, like, acknowledge it. You know, punk is just as much a movement as it is a genre. Like, holy fucking shit. And anybody arguing otherwise is just, you're just lying to yourself, to be entirely blunt. You're just lying, straight up. Brutal Truth did a song known as Anti-Homophobe in Extreme Conditions. I forgot about Brutal Truth. I forgot about that song. Fucking good on them. Hell yeah. So yeah, staunch ally. That's how I feel about them. Staunch ally all the fucking way. What other, what next? There's been a lot of people want to talk metalcore. A lot of people want to talk metalcore. Here's my hot take. There are a lot of metalcore bands that use a lot of sexist, homophobic language in merch. There are a lot of bands that are called gay in like a very derogatory fashion by metal elitists and gatekeepers. That being said, I think metalcore is just kind of... I don't know, I think it's straight. I don't know, that's how I feel. I don't get staunch ally vibes, I don't get in the closet vibes, I don't get homophobic vibes. They're just straight, you know? It kind of varies from band to band, and metalcore also means so many different things. Like, you can have a band like... You can have metalcore in the vein of, like, Converge, or Hatebreed, or you can have metalcore in the vein of something like Killswitch Engage, or As I Lay Dying, or metalcore in the way that, like, Code Orange or Knock Loose is metalcore, or Spirit Box, or whatever. Like, it's a big, big, big thing that kind of encompasses a lot of fucking things. And... I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. JG says, I'm gay and I call metalcore gay in a derogatory way. Oh, that's funny. That's actually funny. Blake Gunnels, cough, cough, falling in reverse, cough, cough. Oh, falling in reverse is absolutely homophobic, transphobic. Period. End of fucking story. That wouldn't even be up for debate. And not even up for debate. Richard Cringe says crabcore, and he's been saying crabcore over and over and over again. Is crabcore really a genre, though? Like, really? Like, what are the defining musical qualities of crabcore? Like, straight up. I don't know. I want to hear about crabcore. What is there to say about crabcore? Like, a couple bands fucking squatted all the way fuck down, and that became a genre, quote-unquote. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever... I don't know. Valerie the Bat, I honestly believe that metalcore is just two subgenres into one, metal-influenced hardcore and hardcore-influenced metal. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, because, you know, you can have hardcore-influenced metal. Like, I think a good example of a band like that, you know, you hear a lot of, like, death metal bands who pull influence from, like, hardcore. Like, Shibalba is, like, a death metal band that pulls a lot of influence from hardcore, and they have that hardcore philosophy. And then there's... But I wouldn't call them metalcore either. You know what I mean? And then there's, like, metal-influenced hardcore, and that's where I think of bands like maybe Hatebreed. I think of even, like, classic Cro-Mags to an extent, and, like, a lot of, like, metallic hardcore crossover thrash, and I think of even, like, a band like Cancer Bats, even if they have, like, that kind of sludgy underbelly to them. I think of Every Time I Die as well. So, yeah, I think... And then there's, like, melodic metalcore, and then there's, like, you know, there's... I don't know, that's valid. I feel ya. That's totally valid. I totally feel ya. Tommy Thompson bought... What? Yo, Uncle Melty banned Tommy Thompson and alt of Bobby Bobbinson? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on. That's funny as fuck. Is that true? Oh, that's so fucking funny. Gay is always derogatory? Well, I don't know for sure if this person is a fucking alt, but they're definitely, hold on. Tommy Thompson, is that the pro-censorship fascist left because calling for banning of someone because they're mean? That's right, dude. Yeah, totally, bro. I'm a fascist because I'm banning you for fucking saying stupid, dumb shit. Unfucking believable. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come back in another... come back with your other fucking... your other alt. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. You're obsessed with me. Hey, guys, did you know that I'm actually... did you know that banning somebody for saying objectively bigoted things... did you know that that's fascism? Did you know that? I didn't know that. Here I was thinking that fascism was like when you do fascist shit. Here I was thinking that fascism was like, oh, I don't know, fucking doing like, I don't know, calling the fuck... I don't even... You're insane. I don't know. So much for the tolerant left. Why on earth... I can hear it already. So much for the tolerant left. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Why on earth do I have to be tolerant of intolerant people and ideologies? Why? 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 Anyways. Pro Striker 92, I never blocked someone in Metal Meltdown streams before. Today I blocked 3, not kidding. I mean, we've never had to do it because we've never had people losing their fucking minds, but here we are. No bigots allowed. Fascists, bigots, transphobes, homophobes, racists, sexists, losers, not allowed. M-Dragon, shout out to the intolerant left. Fuck yes! Yeah! JG, wow, someone being an asshole and then getting banned? Didn't see that coming. Yeah, if you don't want to be banned, then don't fucking do dumb shit. Well, I have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom from consequence. Freedom of speech does not equate to freedom from consequence. Also, this is my channel, which means I can just do that if I want to. I can just do that. You don't like it? Fuck off. Cry harder. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking give a shit. Gremlin says, yo, is industrial metal on the list? They are, and we put them in gay tier. Because they're gay as fuck. It's so gay, and we love it. We love it. Heathen then says, blocking your ass is also freedom of speech. That's correct. That's what these people don't understand. I have the right. You have the right to say your dumb shit. I have the right to not want to fucking listen to it. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Anyway, let's move on to some other genres. We talked metalcore. Let's talk deathcore. Deathcore? Where is it? Where's the... Oh, okay. The screen cut off here for a second. Deathcore is a little homophobic and a little transphobic. I think that, much like metalcore, there's a lot of people using gay very derogatory here. I think that there's a lot of, like, sexist, homophobic language used in merch and in t-shirts. Simultaneous to that, right now, we have, you know, one of the biggest deathcore bands in the world, Slaughter to Prevail. You know, their lead singer is allegedly, like a right-wing edgelord who said weird fucking shit, and he's allegedly, possibly, at bare minimum, sympathetic to, Russian neo-Nazis and shit. I don't know, man. I'm feeling homophobic, transphobic when it comes to deathcore. There are definitely ally bands. Just saying. Sam Sanson, this guy bans people because he's a little baby who can't converse like a normal person, Lamau. Hey, out of curiosity, do you think conversing with a normal person requires you to use slurs? Do you think do you think normal people converse using slurs? Is that what you honestly fucking think? If so, you're fucking insane. I ban people because I want to ban them. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad, Sam Sanson. Watch this. Watch this, Sam Sanson. Watch this. You ready? You made a whole ass fucking... You made a third account to come fucking talk to me. Are you fucking ready? You ready to see something cool? Watch me do a magic trick. I'm gonna do a magic trick right now. Voila! Doctor Strange up in this motherfucker. A third alt. You are obsessed with me. Just admit you want my little... Just admit it. You want my cock. You want my cock. You're gay for me. You keep coming in here. It's like, oh, you can't converse like a normal human being. You're calling people names and using slurs. Like, what are we talking about? Is that how you normally converse with people? If so, what a fucking dick. You suck, bro. What are we talking? Go ahead, make another alt. Go ahead, make another alt. Bring it on. Go ahead, I'll ban every single fucking one. I live rent-free in your fucking brain, bro. I'm gonna forget about you the moment this stream is over while you make more fucking alts. Go for it. Bring it on. Bring it the fuck on. I don't give a shit. Dave Davidson, it's not about being normal, it's about me having the right to. I have the right to ban people. I have the right to ban you. I have the right to ban all y'all. I have the right to say what I want. So do I. This is my channel. What don't you understand about that? I have the right to not listen to your fucking bullshit. This is what you fucking freedom of speech right-wingers don't fucking understand. You seem to think, oh, dropping the N-bomb! Dropping the N-bomb! Look at that! Look at that! This motherfucker's like, oh, you can't converse like a normal human being, and here you are using slurs. Unbelievable! Is this how you converse? Like a... Guys, this is it. Guys, I'm the problem. I don't know how to converse like a normal human being. Because according to this fucking moron, normal human beings converse using derogatory language and slurs. Psycho. Make another account. Make another account. We can do this all fucking day. I don't give a shit. We can do this all fucking day. Just admit you want my cock, bro. Just admit it. You're all pissy. Little wham-wham boy wants my little cock. Let's go. Come on, bring it on. What else you got? I want to thank everyone for being here right now. How y'all doing? Oh, Metal Meltdown is so mean. Metal Meltdown is so mean. He doesn't want to converse like a normal human being. Oh, and then you literally using slurs and calling people names. Like, what are we doing here? Unbelievable. But guys, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Because the guy who used slurs is the good guy. The guy who banned someone for using slurs is the bad guy. Shame on me. Fuck off. Fuck off. Wheels of Mercury. The only Dave Davidson I like is the guitarist from Revocation. Same. That guy's awesome. Number, stream funny as fuck. BA says still procrastinating guitar practice. Metamorphosis says Sephi Sefson. I mean, yeah, at this point, if he just comes in with, like, you know, Sally Saltwater or whatever, or fucking Willy Wonka, it'll be like right away. We know it's him. We know it's him. Holy fucking shit. Veil of Omniscience says Deathcore is ultra regressive. Shame how you can chug a 7-string in drop F but still can't carry the weight of basic human decency. That's the other thing. Deathcore is full of these fucking, like, just bro dudes. Like, just these, like, big fucking jocks, these meatheads, who just, like, are fucking morons. Getting back on the actual topic of discussion here. God fucking damn it. XRE, people don't realize that you can ban people for doing and saying unnecessary things. That's the problem. These people think that freedom of speech means they are allowed to say whatever they want, whenever they want, and they can never face consequence. And if they do face consequence, then they don't have freedom of speech. That's not how freedom of speech works. You cannot go into a fucking Walmart, shit on the fucking floor, and go like, well, wait a minute, I have freedom of speech. You can't kick me out of here. It doesn't work that way. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean that you get to just be an asshole. That doesn't mean you get to just shit all over, wherever you want. Dumbass. Freedom of speech, say it with me, does not equate to freedom from consequence. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. Anyway, moving on. Holy shit. Thank you for bearing with me, y'all. Let's move on to another core. How about that? Let's talk about Mathcore. Mathcore, I think is up there. I think it's up there with avant-garde metal in terms of its experimental, crazy, gay energy. I'm not convinced that it's a queer icon, but I'm willing to put Mathcore in gay. It's chaotic. It's wild. It's insane. It's gay as hell. That's how I feel. Converge. All these well-documented allies. Mike Michaels, I never said anything about free speech, Lamal. You're one of the least intelligent people I've ever seen. He's back! Look at that. Another alt. Another alt. Look at that. That's awesome. That's awesome. I never said anything about free speech. That's not true, bro. That's not true. Earlier, you were talking about, well, I can just say it. I can just do it. Why can't I? Why won't you let me? That's not true. It's a lie, and it's not even a good lie. It's not even a good lie. Bye-bye. Not even a fucking good lie. I lost the fucking thing for a second. Actually got quite a few people in here today. What the fuck? That's awesome. Bye-bye, again. Have fun. I love how this is how you've chosen to spend your night. That says way more about you than it does me, buddy. But yeah, you think he'll run out of names? I mean, at a certain point, he'll run out of email addresses and ways to make an account. It's honestly, the fact that he's going so far out of his way to make so many different accounts, to make so many different, like, Gmail accounts and YouTube accounts, like, he clearly wants me. He clearly wants me. He's definitely in the closet. I'm calling it. I'm calling it now. Dorothy Slutman, Slaughter to Prevail lead singer, had a Yahtzee tattoo covered up. Absolutely, he did. Absolutely, he did. And, he's also apparently, he's talked about hanging out with neo-Nazis at the gym and being like, well, who cares if they are neo-Nazi, because I work out with them, and we are all big, strong, manly men. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't think he is a Nazi, per se. I think he's mostly just a fucking idiot. Like, straight up. Freeman Witcher says, ultra-conservative zealotry is a hell of a drug. AG Parabellum, avant-garde metal and LGBTQ plus icon, I'm crying. Because they are! They're icons! They're icons, bro! They totally are! And I feel, getting back on topic, Mathcore is also kind of up there. I think they're up there. Patton Jester, just ban him already. I mean, I kind of did. You can't really ban people on YouTube. You can just hide them from your channel, or during live streams you can time them out. That's kind of all you can really do. I can't, like, ban somebody. I don't know. There's no one's even talking about Mathcore, which means I'm guessing there's no objection here for Mathcore. So, Wolflust97, he wants to call himself... I'm not even saying that. I'm gonna give y'all a pass because I know you're trying to make a point, but let's really be careful with some of that language. Let's be careful. Barney Castle 2006, although he absolutely would do that. I could totally picture him doing that. If we see him with that name, we know that that's him. We know. Asimov, he's working his way up the slur ladder. Valerie the Bat says, brutal death metal are allies? It's weird. I didn't say anything about them being allies. I don't think we've even talked about brutal death metal yet. John Johnson says, wow, this channel is called Metal Meltdown for a good reason. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. We most certainly are. Although I would argue I'm not the one having a Metal Meltdown right now. I'm not the one making multiple accounts. Not even trying anymore. John Johnson, Mr. Meltdown, another one. This is funny as hell. Damn, I love this stream. I love it too, bro. I'm having fun. I love it too. Hey, John Johnson, you want to see a magic trick? You want to see a magic trick? You ready, John Johnson? You ready? Boom. And just like that, I make a bigot disappear. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Jameson Myers, I'm going to make an account called Gay Defenderson. That's awesome. Raina, it says drinking game material. I mean, it may as well be a drinking game at this point. Dorothy Slutman says, dude's having a sissy fit. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sir, another Bigotson has hit the stream. Oh, man. Oh, fuck yeah. That's awesome. I like how, like, if we see someone with a name like that, it's just automatically, we're just like, that's him. That's gotta be him. I'm gonna feel bad if it turns out that these are all separate accounts. If they all turn out to be completely different accounts from completely different people, I will unironically issue an apology. At least it made for great material. Holy shit. Alright, there's people talking brutal death metal in the fucking chat, so let's talk brutal death metal. I'm not sure where brutal death metal goes. I'm not sure. I would like to hear some of y'all's thoughts on this. Number says brutal death metal is straight. Even if there were gay lyrics, we wouldn't be able to hear them, even though the vocals are just gur. Yeah, I feel like brutal death metal, it's like that classic death metal style, but like more violent, more this, more that. I don't know. Bordering on homophobic, transphobic, depending on the band, but I don't know. I'm thinking straight too. I think I am thinking straight. Heathen then says pretty damn straight. Leon Lasser, brutal death metal equals bear gay leather boys. Edward says, this clown just banned straight people. That's correct, I do. Watch me do it again. That's right, you nailed it. Hit the nail on the head. I banned straight people. No straights allowed. Unbelievable. It's honestly, bro, I'm talking to you man to man here. Just take the fucking L. I don't know what you expect to gain at this point. It is honestly, you just look more and more ridiculous. This is how you've chosen to spend your fucking evening. It's a little pathetic at this point. Like, come on. It's a little pathetic. Surely, you have something, anything else you can do with your time right now. If you don't, that says way more about you than me. Way more about you than me. Jason says, I'm thinking straight too. Jameson Myers says, Meltdown is straight, I think. Shh, don't tell them that. I'm gonna lose my credibility. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm happily married to my wife, but 110 million% an ally. I have friends and family who are queer, who are openly queer, and I love them, and they matter to me. So, always gonna be an ally. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Number, watch him throw a fit over the sarcasm. He's straight phobic. That wouldn't shock me. That wouldn't shock me at all at this rate. That wouldn't shock me at all. Dorothy Slutman, dude with the ultimate sissy fit. I mean, yeah, putting the sis in fucking sissy fit, eh? Unbelievable. Oi, oi, oi. Pro Striker 92, seriously, I'm too lazy for creating just one alt account, but more than 3. I mean, that's gotta be like 5 or 6 at this point, right? That's gotta be the fucking unemployments. Oh, man. So fucking good. Alright. I'm not hearing objections for brutal death metal and straight. How do we feel about other genres? How do we feel about other genres? How do we feel? Let's go, let's talk... I don't know, let's talk about the other death metals. Let's go melodic death metal. I think that melodic death metal is different from regular death metal just by having that melodic influence, that melodic presence. You see more queer-friendly bands come out as a result of that. It has a broader appeal to people. That's where you do get bands like Arch Enemy, who are very, very openly like queer allies at the gates as well. In Flames to an extent. I would say they're allies. I would say that melodic death metal is a staunch ally. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Freeman Witcher says folk metal. We can do folk metal next. That's fine. Entity of Darkness, I need to catch my breath from laughing so hard. Raina says ally for sure. Is Melodef is gay? Just ask Metal Elitis. I mean, if you ask Metal Elitis, everything's gay. Everything's gay. Melodef is a staunch ally, I think. Post-metal equals in the closet. Not enough representation, but it's almost there. I kind of feel that. We can talk about that later, but I feel ya. I feel ya. Melodef pumped their fists into the air for the gays. That's funny as shit. Alright, seems we're in agreement. Seems we're in agreement. Melodef is going into staunch ally tier. Number really wants to talk about Djent. Alright, we're gonna do Tech Def, and then we're doing Djent. I promise you. I promise you. Alright, so Tech Def. I think... I don't know where Tech Def goes, to be honest. I don't know. Huh. Would Nightwish count as melodic metal? No, not really. I mean, I don't really understand calling something melodic metal because most metal has melodies, excluding genres that don't have... Excluding genres that... Like, a band like death metal... genres like black metal, death metal are not defined by having melodies, and therefore, when you add more melodic components, it like, people, like, fundamentally change the, It fundamentally changes the thing. Yes, I'm aware that I see Tard Tardison, y'all. I'm aware. We're not even just... That's it. That's it. How you doing, Tard Tardison? Starting to put... We're dangerously close to putting a slur in the name, huh? Didn't we literally joke earlier that he would eventually fucking put a fucking slur in his name? Didn't we joke earlier about that? Why am I still seeing comments? Did I not? Oh, come on. Fuck off. I'll be here forever. Please do be here forever. Every time you tune in, it's more money in my pocket. We'll time you out every single time. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Bring it on. Oh no, someone's gonna continuously tune in. Oh no. My man, oh shit, we're losing track of all our pages here. My man is so triggered, so fucking butthurt. We joked about him putting a slur in his fucking name, and he unironically kinda did it. Like, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Unbelievable. Congrats on having no fucking life. Congrats on getting no bitches and having no pussy. Congrats. Alright. Djent. No, technical death metal. That's what we were gonna talk about. How do we feel about technical death metal? Where does that fit here? I don't really fully... I feel like it could be up there with prog metal in the closet. But I don't feel like... I don't know. I don't know. I would genuinely want to hear what y'all have to say here, because I don't know. Also, the Mesa album is over, so we're going to switch it up again. Cool record we're listening to there, though. All right, we have 1 vote for Staunch Ally, 2 votes for Staunch Ally. Landon says very gay. Well, they wank a lot. Ayo! Ayo! Metamorphosis says, I'd say Staunch Ally. You know, I do find that, like, I do see more queer-friendly kind of space in tech def sometimes and prog def. So, like, I can... y'all seem to feel Staunch Allies. You know what? I'm gonna listen to the people. Staunch Ally it is. Ally just because of the experimentation and boundary pushes. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. I feel that. Beast Mortuary. What would you consider Angel Vivaldi if he's Djent? He's gay. Angel Vivaldi is an openly gay man, and isn't musically he's like neoclassical if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't know. I've never actually listened to a lot of, I've really never listened to a lot of fucking Angel Vivaldi, so I can't, like, really comment, to be honest. But yeah. Heathen then, atheist and cynic, bro. I mean, yeah, you know what? I feel Staunch Ally. What do we feel like listening to next? We've been in a doom mood so far this evening. What do we feel like listening to? You know what? In honor of our avant-garde metal icons, of our LGBTQ icons, let's play some fucking Liturgy. How about that? Let's play some fucking Liturgy. Why not? Why not? Let's fucking do it. Shout out to Liturgy. How you doing? I'm gonna play... Hack is my favorite, so I'm playing Hack. It's my favorite. My favorite. Neoclassical prog Djent, kinda what? I don't know. Tech death metal can get funky. Ally fair. Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. We can play some Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum later. I love them. Alright. Djent. I think that Djent is in a similar scenario to prog metal. Like a very similar scenario. Where I don't know. It's very similar to prog metal in the sense that it takes itself so seriously, but it can be very flamboyant and over the top, but also it holds itself back more because it's even more afraid of really fully coming out of that closet, you know what I mean? So I feel Djent is in the closet. That's how I feel. I would love to hear what y'all feel, what y'all hear, what y'all are feeling. Rest in peace, Steve Albini, because he produced the latest album from Liturgy. Oh my god, that's right, he did. Damn, he passed away, what was it, a year ago? Genuine experimental alternative music icon, too. Holy shit. Reina, I'd say closeted. We got a vote for in the closet. The only YouTuber that jokes about Djent were... the only YouTubes... JG says the only YouTubers that jokes or used to joke about Djent were straight. So, oh, there you go. Maniacs, I can see that. Okay, there's some consensus here on Djent being in the closet. We're in the blah blah blah. Alcohol is starting to get me. This is far more. This Long Island iced tea is far more Long Island than it is iced tea, shall we say? It's starting to get to me a little bit. I'm good though. I'm good. I promise. I'm a-okay. I'm gonna maybe put this other pillow behind my back though, cause oh yeah, that's way better. Oh, that's way better. I'm an old man. My back hurts, man. All the fucking time. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking stupid. Ellie Not So Smelly. Didn't Steve do the production on the Nirvana albums? I think. I can't remember which one, though. I think he only did one, but I can't remember which one. I think it was Butch Vig who did Nevermind, and he went on to be the drummer for Garbage, the electronic band. So, yeah. Leon Lasser, okay, girls, gotta hit the sack. Another big business meeting tomorrow at the office. Toodles. Cheers, Leon. Thank you for being here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm still here. You're so triggered. Yeah, the fact that you are still here means I'm so triggered. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Definitely, bro. See you in 10 minutes. You are a petty motherfucker, ain't ya? Fucking unbelievable, man. Ha ha ha. Metal Meltdown is so triggered. That's why I keep making alternate accounts to tune in and yell at him, because he is so triggered. Ha 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 ha. Get triggered, lib. Ha ha ha. Stupid ass. Asimov, goddamn, I was joking about the slur ladder. Don't take it. Yeah, I had to stop myself from saying his name because I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's literally a slur in his name. I had to stop myself. Motherfucker was about to have me saying slurs on here. Jesus Christ. My man he's got no fucking life. No fucking life. Every time he tunes in, he's just proving more and more he has no fucking life. All right. Moving on. We finally have Djent. We've got a few genres left, though. What else are we feeling? We can do, we've got sludge metal, stoner metal, gothic metal, symphonic metal, neoclassical, black gaze, post-metal, post-hardcore, groove metal, folk metal, and I even threw in classic rock for shits and giggles. What are we feeling next? Unknown Pleasures, gayer son is kinda sus. Valerie the Bat, I love Butch Vig's remix of Depeche Mode's In Your Room. The Entity of Darkness says neoclassical. I'm feeling neoclassical. I could do neoclassical. Mutant Wyvern, this guy edges until you respond. Correct. I edge I come in my pants every time someone tunes in and responds. Definitely. Ken Stan, let's go with classic rock. Asimov says Gothic, gotta be gay. No in the closet. There were a couple comments for Gothic metal, so let's go Gothic metal. And I think Gothic metal is what happens when doom metal is a little gay, because it is so much more expressive, because it is so much more lush and evocative, and it's more heavy on emotion and atmospheres and like these very romantic textures and vibes. Peter Steele's got to be one of the hottest men in metal. My wife would agree with that, unironically, as would many people. You know what? I think I am feeling Gothic metal for gay. And Gothic metal as well. Like, that is a subgenre of Gothic rock and goth music, which is, coming from a subculture that is very, like, openly, like, pro-queer. It is a very open queer safe space. So, Gothic metal for gay definitely makes a lot of fucking sense. Typo, we're all allies. That's not entirely true. Peter Steele was kind of edgy and did seem kind of uncomfortable. He kind of did it to himself at a certain point because he did that issue of Playgirl, and he was like weirded out by the fact that men were reading it and looking at his like naked body. But if I'm not mistaken, before he died, he came to look back on some controversial statements and things that he said. He came to regret them. So, the politics and social aspects of Peter Steele are a little complicated. I don't think he was necessarily a homophobe. I think he was just like a very insecure, uncomfortable guy. Overall, though, Gothic metal, still, I think we can still firmly place them in gay tier. Wolf97, goth is gay as fuck, so it checks out. Yeah, absolutely, like I said. Valerie the Bat, Peter was weird, but I love him no matter what. Heathen Sen, his song I Like Girls was mostly to set his image straight. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Dorothy Slutman, have you listened to Flummox's Southern Progress album? Wonderful avant-garde metal band led by a trans femme and has a trans femme guitarist. I've heard about that band, but I have yet to check them out. That sounds... Actually, I think I did check it out a little bit. You know what? I'm going to have to... You know what? Maybe we'll play it here on a bit, and we can all talk about it together as a big old group. as a big old fucking big queer gay family group. Alright, we seem to be in agreement that Gothic metal is going in the gay tier. Fuck yeah. How do we feel about stoner metal? I think stoner metal is a staunch ally. Not so much because of anything they believe, but because stoner metal is just all about vibing and hanging out and smoking weed. And stoner metal just wants to fucking, like, whatever, just chill. Roll a blunt, listen to some fucking Sword, Sleep, Electric Wizard, whatever. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you come from. Like, they just want to hang out. And that's why I feel stoner metal is an ally. Maybe not the staunchest of allies, but an ally nonetheless. We're lacking LGBTQ+ icons. Gotta add something in there. You're right, honestly. We kind of are. But that's okay, because I think we can definitely add in another one at the top. I think we can definitely do it. M-Dragon says the stoners are just chill as fuck. Yeah, they don't care. Like, they don't give a fuck. They just want to hang out and smoke weed, and that's whatever. Do you think Amun-Ra, Godflesh, High on Fire, and Acid Bath are the exception? Because I'm in. I wouldn't really consider Amun-Ra and Godflesh stoner metal. I wouldn't consider them stoner metal at all. High on Fire, sure. Lord knows Matt Pike is a well-documented lover of marijuana. But I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, Meltdown, mate. I meant Whiny McWinerson is edging, not you. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay, no worries. Cheers. Genuinely. I was only supposed to drink when we got donations, but, like, fuck it. By the way, guys, if you donate, we give money to the Friends of Ruby organization here in Toronto. I match every dollar, and also, I fucking match every dollar. Peter even said that growing up in a house with 5 older sisters influenced him, even calling himself a lesbian in a male's body. Oh, man. Oh, man. Man, that says a lot. Peter Steele was a... Peter Steele is a closeted trans woman, confirmed. Oh, no, poor guy. Oh, poor guy. I hope he's doing okay wherever he is right now. Azimuth, Symphonic and Gothic metal are in a gay relationship. Agreed. And you know what? And with that in mind, let's talk Symphonic metal. I think Symphonic metal has the best of power metal and Gothic metal. It is very over the top, very fantastical, very lush, very evocative, and it does feel like a very queer-friendly space, especially when you get to bands like fucking like Nightwish and shit like that. I could definitely see Nightwish. I could definitely see Symphonic metal in gay. I can totally see them there. Totally. Symphonic for sure. Ultimate Cheese Squid, gotta start being careful reading about Gunnarson's alt names. Yeah, I know, right? Ultimate Cheese Squid, Symphonic for sure. Wolfloss97 says gay for sure. Okay. Alright. We're seeing some gay. Never been a big fan of Symphonic, but they chill. The Maniac Nightwish is 500% up there. It sounds like we may already have a consensus of Symphonic metal being gay. It's gay as hell. Symphonic metal is popular with gays. It allowed the boyishly fabulous male vocalists to find their voices. That's an interesting perspective. Huh. I mean, I feel that, too. Symphonic metal is a more bombastic kind of genre. It's very... Again, I feel like it's the best of both worlds for Symphonic metal and Gothic metal because it is so over-the-top and bombastic and fantastical and expressive and very lush and very evocative. It's all about these, like, grand, cinematic kind of, like, production value and shit. Like, I feel it. Symphonic metal gay as hell. Gay as hell. Ellie Not So Smelly, I'm not gonna lie, I knew nothing about the guy, but it wouldn't surprise me if Peter was in the closet. Peter being in the closet would probably explain a few things in retrospect. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, straight the fuck up. Alright, so what about sludge metal? I feel sludge metal is just straight. Like, all the way. I think that sludge metal is a very raw, misanthropic, chaotic genre. The sludgy tones doesn't really... It is very expressive, sure, but, like, it's it's wild, and it's raw, and it can be kind of nasty. I don't know. I'm thinking sludge metal is straight. How do we feel? How do we feel, though, y'all? Heathen, then. Symphonic metal is a theater kid's favorite genre, and that's... You're... Well said. Well put. Heathen, then. Homophobic, even. Dorothy Slutman says ally. Interesting. Sludge is straight, very straight, too straight, even. Straight pride sort of vibe. Ooh, I can see that. I could kind of see that. Metamorphosis says straight for sure. I think we have a consensus on straight. All right. I'm gonna get another drink. I'm not gonna have any more Long Island though. I might have some wine because wine feels like a very gay drink to have. So why not? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh my lord. Oh my back. Oh, I'm turning into an old man before everyone's fucking eyes. Jesus Christ. It's fucking warm and sweaty in here too. How the fuck is everybody doing? There we go. I knew I had a bottle of wine still to finish up here. Voila! What's up? What the fuck is up? Unfortunately, I gotta go right now, but I had a great time talking about gay metal with you all. Stay gay. Oh, I intend to. Thank you for being here, Ultimate Cheese Squid. Have a gay fucking evening. Happy Pride. Thanks for being here. Love you. Moi. Cheers. I'm gonna have some wine. Let's form a sludge band called Gay Bar. Yes! Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll play the triangle. Whoop, I almost spilled my fucking wine. Jesus Christ. Ellie Not So Smelly, I don't get why wine is considered gay by Alpha Bros because that has more alcohol than beer. I mean, it's because a lot of like straight bro type dudes only drink beer and everything else is fruity and gay. I love wine personally. I like wine more and more as I get older. In fact, Ann and I are probably gonna go out to Kelowna later in the year, literally just to fucking drink wine. Like, we just go up in the mountains, and fucking, there's all these wineries out there. We'll just fucking drink wine and get fucking shit faced. Cause why not? Fuck it. That sounds like a fun vacation to me. Take a bottle of wine down to the fucking beach or go hiking in the mountains. Fuck yeah, bro. There's a punk band called Gay Bikers on Acid. My mom's boyfriend said they were awesome. Gay Bikers on Acid? Hell yes. That's awesome. I want to check that band out. We'll listen to that band later. Fuck yeah. No, we'll listen to Southern Progress later. I'm committing to that. I'm committing to that. Kelowna is my home province. Heyo, BC. Shout out West Coast Canadians. What the fuck? Hell yeah. M. Dragon, wine is historically associated with upper class, whereas beer is associated with working class. Oh, correct. Upper class. That's correct, actually. There is a class dynamic to it as well. Like, it's also why you'd see upper class. Like, yeah. Yes, I'm trying to expand upon it, and my brain is getting fucked up right now. Mutant Wyvern, bands like Chatpile and Thou give me ally or in the ooh, that's a good fucking point. A lot of modern day sludge metal is very gay, or at bare minimum, very much staunch ally. That's a good point. Oh, that's a very good point. Very, very good point. I'm still feeling sludge for straight, but if we're going band by band, then like, yeah, I Hate God, Acid Bath are straight, and then fucking, Chatpile and Thou are fucking allies or gay. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. Twig Twiggerson, what up, Twiggy? You're not even, I like how, like, you're making it so obvious that these are alts. Like, you could have literally just made up a silly name. You're not even being creative, bro. It's honestly sad. Just being sad at this point. Richard Cringe, Crabcore, please. I just want to know if it's gay. We kind of talked about Crabcore. Like, what is there to say? It's not even really a genre. Like, I don't... fucking Asking Alexandria crouched down super far in one video, and that started crabcore. Like, I don't know what you want me to say about that. Alright, I don't... Whatever. I would just lump it in with metalcore, which I've already commented on, so... M-Dragon, he is living for the attention. He absolutely is. Acid Bath feels like Ally. I don't know why. I don't know why either. I don't know. I just don't quite feel it. If you're gonna be a bigot, at least be creative. I mean, bigots aren't creative. That's the thing. They just aren't. They can't be, by definition. All right. Oh my God. I didn't even put sludge metal in straight. Boom. Sludge metal. Straight. There we go. What do we feel about post-metal? I feel we could probably put post-metal in either in the closet or gay. I'm just not entirely sure where exactly they'd be. Another genre that's very expressive, very minimal, but it's not a very bright genre. It's not big on, like, different kinds of, like, colors. It has a very specific set of, like, textures. It is, however, adjacent to genres that are very colorful and lush. Like, it does have close connections to, like, black gaze and alternative metal, which, you know, would definitely be up there. What qualifies as post? I mean, post-metal, like, Neurosis and Isis and, like, fucking Sumac. Ellie Not So Smelly says in the closet. JG says in the closet. Post-metal is in the closet. It's firmly down the middle. I feel that. You know... If y'all say so, I'll fuck with it, I'll roll with it, it's all good, no worries. I feel like Dax Riggs is an ally, just a feeling. I mean, it's possible, I don't know the guy well enough to, like, really fucking comment. Freeman Witcher says Death Heaven. Well, Death Heaven is where we kind of get more into black gaze. And you know what, on that note, let's talk about black gaze. Hands down, the most controversial, divisive subgenre of metal, maybe ever. Maybe ever. I don't think that there are a lot of other metal genres that are as expressive or are as lush as black gaze. I mean, Alcest, Lantlos, Agalok, even to an extent, I feel like they're kind of like in that same kind of realm. Death Heaven especially. And it is also very experimental. And right-wing metal elitists, black metal gatekeepers, true black metal motherfuckers, homophobes, bigots, fucking hate black gaze, and it perseveres despite that. And you know what? With that in mind, I think we're feeling gay icon, LGBTQ plus icon. It has gaze in the name. Gay icon says heathen. Then Agalok is more folk than black metal. That's true actually. They would be overall more folk than black. Number says black gaze. Landon says gay for sure. Yeah, I mean, the true black metal elitist gatekeeper bigot type motherfuckers hate black gaze with all their heart, but despite that, the genre perseveres and it remains as lush and as expressive and as honest as possible. So I feel it. I feel black gaze, the genre, is an LGBTQ plus icon. Number says hell yeah, another LGBTQ plus icon. Asimov says pisses off elitists, so icon by proxy. Guitars in the power they hold. I think black gaze would fit in gay and not in a derogatory manner. No, not derogatory at all. We're not talking... If other people talk derogatory, that's on them. And Lord knows, some have, even if they aren't willing to admit it. Oh, I know wine isn't supposed to be warm, but Jesus Christ. I know wine isn't supposed to be cold, but Jesus Christ, that's warm. That wine cabinet is warm as fuck. I'll be fine. Whatever. Black gaze got me into black metal. I mean, that's kind of the same for me. Like, I was aware of some stuff from, like, Watain and then Behemoth, but it was Sunbather from Death Heaven that really showed me, like, the real potential of the genre and how it could be way more than just Hail Satan and blast beats. So, I mean, I love Death Heaven. I love black gaze. It's one of my favorite subgenres of metal. I always get excited when a black gaze release comes my way, especially because, like, you know, Unrequited is a great example of a black gaze band that's just constantly upping their game lately. Like, I really, really love Beautiful Ghosts. The most recent album as well, I forget the name of it, but it's a fucking excellent record, too. Landon, is DSBM on the list? No, I didn't really think to add it, and I kind of don't want to. I feel like you could probably lump that in with homophobic, transphobic, just because it's, like, fucking black metal, you know? I don't know, maybe it's a little... I don't know. I don't even really like... I don't like it. Greg Gregerson, I gotta stick with the theme, bro. You know what? Honestly, props. Props at this point. Props. Honestly. My man is committed. Say what you will of this motherfucker, but he is committed to the gag. You gotta give him credit. Tell you what, Greg Gregerson, you have 30 seconds to impress me. After that, you're gone. Let him cook for a minute, guys. Let him cook. Let him cook. He went through all this trouble. Let's let him have let's let him have a moment. Just a moment. Cook for me, Greg Gregerson. Cook for me. It's trend now. Did you all see gay? Yes, we did. We saw all your names. Did you really think we didn't notice all your alt accounts? Because if so, that's funny as fuck. We noticed it, like, instantly. I'm gonna get a tissue real quick before I fucking get goo all over the camera. As much as I'm sure you would like that, Greg Gregerson, I'm sure you would love having my goo all over your screen. You have 15 seconds to impress me, Greg Gregerson. Greg Gregerson, dude, it's the love. It's the love of the game. Oh, you know what? He's funny. He's funny this time. He's still getting out. He's getting out of here. I'm still gonna fucking time out him, but he's cooking at least. He's being funny this time instead of just fucking bigoted. You got 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. I just love seeing the cope and the sieve. You're making me cackle. Yeah, bro. You've made like 10 fucking accounts. We are clearly the ones coping and seething. Clearly. Thank you, Greg. Your time in the spotlight is done. I look forward to seeing your next account. Oh, man. It's funny as hell. I can't even lie. Number, the name Names in Saga is so hilarious. Yes, the fucking alt account cinematic universe is expanding. It's amazing. Blackwater Rust, the fuck is going on? Alright, I feel bad for people who are just now tuning in, because they're probably like, what is happening? Long story short, for those of you who are still, oh my god, Gay Defenderson, adios. Oh my god, yes! That's awesome! Gay Defenderson. Oh my god, there was someone in here earlier talking about, like, I should do that as a joke account. They went through with it. Let's go! Gay Defenderson. Oh my god. Alright, for those of you who don't know what's going on, there was a guy who showed up earlier, started saying a bunch of weird fucking racist, he started using slurs and calling people names, so we banned him. And then fucking, and he just keeps tuning in with all these alt accounts that are hilariously fucking obvious. Jameson Myers, that's not me, by the way. Oh my fucking god, who is it then? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, that's awesome. Ellie Not So Smelly, I made that one. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Oh, that's so cool. Scythe of Atlantis, what did I just walk into? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, Al. Oh my god. Diarrhea Blaster 72 just got out of the Cooley stream 30 minutes ago. Cool, now you're in an even cooler stream. Fuck yeah. This is crazy. Alright. Next genre. Next genre we're ranking here. What do we feel? Let's go post-hardcore. I think post-hardcore is a little bit in the closet. I think it's in the closet. A little bit. I mean, there are so many, and I'm not trying to be mean here, I promise you I'm not, but there are so many, like, effeminate voices in post-hardcore. So many, like, squeaky fucking, like, voices, and it's so expressive, and there's so much vulnerability, and it's just, like, but it's just, like, it's just not quite there, you know? I feel post-hardcore's in the closet a little bit. That's how I feel. Blackwater Russ says post-hardcore, yeah, in the comments. James P. Philosopher, got the cojones for a Pride stream. You rock. Hell yeah, I do. We're gonna do a Pride stream. We'll do a Pride stream every fucking week. I don't care. I love how... You want to know my favorite fucking thing about announcing the Pride stream? Within 10 fucking minutes. Not even within 10 minutes. I had a bunch of fucking people message me privately. They didn't have the guts to fucking comment on the actual post. They messaged me privately saying I'd sold out. They were disgusted. I was woke. I sold out to the woke agenda. And I just found it funny. Because, like, at this point, my political, social views, and me being a queer ally, this stuff is very well documented. If you are only now figuring out that I have these beliefs, you have very clearly never paid attention. Never, 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 never. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Reina, Protest the Hero, Ketsia vocals are closeted as hell. Would Protest the Hero be considered post-hardcore? I mean, I guess it's within the realms of post-hardcore, I guess. I've always just seen them as, like, I feel like if a pop-punk band wrote a prog metal album, that's kind of the vibe I get from, like, Protest the Hero, you know what I mean? Great band, that much is important. Oh, man. Never Enough by Turnstile, the gay summer anthem. I think the gay summer anthem, unironically, is probably Gnarly from Cat's Eye. Lord knows I've seen enough edits of it. You know, the gays are going nuts for it. Landon, oh no, the woke's got us. That's right. James G. Philosopher, James Gunn and Superman are super woke now, aren't they? Yeah, Superman's woke now. Who would have thought the story of a fucking illegal alien becoming a superhero and protecting people no matter what their fucking skin color or religion is? Who'd have thought that would have been woke? Wasn't there literally an episode of Smallville where he fucking protects his friend from the government because his friend's like an undocumented immigrant or something like that? And his mom is like, well, he's an illegal alien. And Clark is like, yeah, so am I, dumbass. And like, all the fucking different comics where like Superman stands up for people no matter what. And just like does the right good thing no matter what. Like, I don't know how y'all thought that Superman wasn't woke on some level. Straight up. Diarrhea Blaster, the term woke is so overused, it's stupid. I mean, yeah, woke has come to mean I don't like you. Like, the existence of black Jedi, black superheroes, black mermaids, your thing is woke now. If a queer person or a woman is in the lead role, it's woke now. Or even if they're in a minor role, like, you're just, every time I hear somebody say, ugh, they made something woke, I'm just like, okay, confirmed. You're just like a fucking bigot. You're a sexist, you're a homophobe, you're a racist, something like that. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. Aiden last name, Superman fights the KKK in a comic. Yeah, that's a real comic, too. Superman fights the KKK. Like, these people will unironically act like Superman has never been political. Superman has never been woke. He's never cared about social political issues. That very simply isn't fucking true. And if you're arguing otherwise, you were never paying attention. Also, I'm Aiden last name. I saw your other comment about being hyped for Superman. I'm very hyped for the Superman movie. I'm very hyped. Very, very, very fucking hyped. I'm probably going to see it next weekend, like next Sunday if I get the chance. Scrumpy, I love Converge. Put out some new stuff soon. Yeah, it's been like, what, 3-4 years since they fucking did the collab album with Chelsea Wolfe. I want more Converge. I want more fucking Converge. All right, next up, what genre do we want to talk about next? We have 4 more left. We have neoclassical, groove metal, folk metal, and classic rock. What are we feeling? What does that fucking mean? Diarrhea Blaster, yeah, that term does nothing but give Republicans ammo against anyone who's remotely left. I mean, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's the new buzzword for them, you know? It's the new thing to hate. Like, you know, we hate, you know, the problem was Muslims, and then it was Mexicans, and then it was drag queens, and now it's the woke, which just encompasses kind of all of this simultaneously. Because they're just straight up fucking bigots now. Straight the fuck up. And they want to make everyone's lives, except for white Christian Americans, miserable. Alright, we got a vote for neoclassical, 3 votes for classic rock, a vote for groove metal. Groove metal is homoerotic as fuck. Scythe of Atlantis says groove metal. Alright, let's do groove metal then. I think groove metal is where we start seeing these, like, bro dudes really come into metal. Like, homophobic, Keith-type motherfuckers who punch drywall and drink beer and will happily wave the Confederate flag. Like, that describes almost every hardcore Pantera fan right there. It describes almost every hardcore Five Finger Death Punch fan. It describes Lamb of God gets a bit of a pass because their fan base is all over the place. Like they'll have like Hot Topic goth girls will listen to Lamb of God, and then so will like fucking white trash dudes living in like rural states and shit. Like, I don't know. Heathen then, groove metal is overly manly in a gay way. I don't think, I kind of see what you mean. I do kind of see what you mean. Pantera and Lamb of God in one genre? Homophobic. I don't know, man. Look, I think because for Five Finger Death Punch and Pantera alone, I'm kind of feeling homophobic here. Ellie Not So Smelly, I know from experience, it's hard being a woke Pantera fan. You're kind of selling me on them being in homophobic, transphobic tier. I like Rob Flynn is libbed the fuck up to hell and back, but that's kind of it. You know? I don't know. Just based on Pantera and fucking Five Finger Death Punch, I'm feeling homophobic, transphobic for groove metal. Straight up. Straight the goddamn fuck up. Like, I remember going to see Mayhem Fest in 2013. Five Finger Death Punch was on the bill. And, like, I remember this fucking guy, just the most atypical bro dude you've ever seen. And he didn't give a shit about a single band all fucking day. Five Finger Death Punch comes on, and he has the freak out of a lifetime, starts drinking beer, tears off his shirt, screams woo, at the top of his fucking lungs. Like, I don't know, it gives homophobic, transphobic vibes to me. And those bands, Pantera will happily put the Confederate flag in their merch, and Five Finger Death Punch is like, they've dipped their toes into conspiracy theories and shit like that, especially during COVID. They had that whole music video where they were, like, talking about, like, they had this imagery where it's like, oh, fuck masks and fuck Nancy Pelosi and all this kind of shit. They're tapping into that kind of, like, far-right, right-wing kind of, like, kind of bullshit. So I'm feeling homophobic, transphobic for groove metal. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. If y'all object, y'all got something to say, let me know. Let me know. Wheels of Mercury would rather listen to Machine Head and Exhorder than Pantera nowadays. Yeah. I've always preferred Exhorder, especially those first few albums. And even, like, when they did their comeback with More in the Southern Skies, I thought that was a great record. I really liked that kind of slick, kind of, like, southern fried guitar tone and whole fucking thing then. So, yeah. Jameson Myers, it's also worth noting that some of the spikes in COVID, that there were some spikes in COVID deaths when Five Finger Death Punch released that video. I am not going to comment on that. I don't want to be accused of accusing Five Finger Death Punch of being responsible for something. That I'm not opening myself to a defamation lawsuit. Not happening. Nah, sorry, bud. That's a fact. I feel like that's more of a coincidence, too, because that was literally right at the peak of fucking COVID, to be entirely fair. So, yeah. James G. Philosopher, is Joe Rogan homophobic? I don't know, to be honest. I think Joe Rogan's just kind of a meathead. I think he dabbles in homophobic viewpoints, but I think he's mostly just kind of a dumbass. I think you can just sum him up in general as just being like a meathead who regurgitates anything he hears and doesn't really put much thought into it. Blake Gunnell's a non-binary, asexual, aromantic, pansexual, gender, non-conforming, demisexual, queer, gender fluid, and I like to just checking off a woke fucking bingo card with that one. More power to you, though. And look, all jokes aside, I still like some Pantera too. I just don't want to support anything they do nowadays. I just don't. Blackwater Rust, Joe Rogan very likely is now. I mean, it's certainly possible. I don't think it's outside of the realms of possibility. I just think he's mostly kind of a dumbass. Blackwater Rust, woke bingo is best bingo. Wolfloss97, I don't think so, but he's wishy-washy. Yeah, like, his viewpoints can change drastically depending on who he speaks to. Like he had Bernie Sanders. He's had Bernie Sanders on tons of times over the years and tons of like left-leaning journalists and pop stars. And, he's usually pretty open to what they have to say. I think, that's what I mean. I think he just regurgitates whatever he hears and he doesn't really put much thought into it. Can you play Over the Fire, Under the Smoke by Likeness? That was my request. This guy's been asking for this time and time again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Linkus? What is that? We're gonna type it in. I'll figure it out. Linkus. Ah, I see. Okay. Man, this album's fucking cool as hell. Sorry, bud, but there's nothing on here for that band, unfortunately. Do you have a specific album, maybe? Yeah, I can't find anything with that song title, with that band title, unfortunately. Number, folk metal, yes, yay, true. All right, let's talk folk metal. Folk metal, it's time. Where do we want to put folk metal? I think folk metal is very... I think folk metal occupies a territory similar to that of stoner metal. Stoner metal just wants to hang out and smoke weed and have fun, whereas folk metal just wants to hang out and drink beer and have fun. And there are more... Look, there are more epic stories, and there's more evocative, lush tones, and there's more heavy concepts and themes. But simultaneous to that, I think a lot of folk metal is just kind of like, let's hang out and fucking, like, drink beer and pretend that we're, like, Viking warriors or some fucking shit and sing this old folk medley with electric guitars, you know what I mean? James G. Philosopher, what's folk metal? Opeth? Opeth would be prog metal. Folk metal is stuff like Corporate Clonny, Fintroll, Skyclad back in the day, too. Like, that's kind of the folk metal we're talking about. Like, you know, a lot of, like, European, Scandinavian, like, type folk songs with, like, traditional instruments and, like, big melodies. It shares some similarities with power metal. I think it's more honest than power metal in some capacity, though, too. Folk metal feels like the same as folk rock. Folk metal probably in the closet. In the closet? I don't know. Mr. Scarisma says agreed, closet or ally. Yeah, I'm feeling ally. Not so much because of anything not so much because of anything the genre actively advocates for. More so just because they just kind of want to fucking hang out and, you know. Folk metalists would be intensely into Ren fairs, so to be honest, gay. That's a good point. You know, and, you know, there is a very theatrical element to folk metal, especially with certain bands. Elevite, too. I mean, that's a great example. Folk metal is more flamboyant than power metal. Ah, man, you're all making some great fucking points, actually. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave this to you. Where do they go? Are they gay? Are they in the closet, or are they an ally? Because I don't think they're straight, and I don't think they're bigots. I don't think they're going into homophobic either. This poor guy wants me so badly to play this song, and he's spelling the band name out for me. All right. Let's try again. After this, you're going to have to move on, though, bud. Love that energy, though. Elenkus. Okay. We found something. We found it. Let's go, by popular demand. Elenkus. You're welcome. Closet. I would say ally. Gay. Ally or gay. Folk metal is very theatrical, and I think they're gay. In the closet. Oh, man. There's a lot. You know what? The gays have it. Folk metal is gay. Folk metal is gay, y'all. Folk metal's gay. Thralls of Metal says, sup, man? What's up, Thralls of Metal? How you fucking doing? What's going on? I hope you're having a gay fucking time. Wheels of Mercury, gonna tap out. AirPods are way south of 50 degrees on their batteries. See y'all. Have a great night. I absolutely intend to have a great night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing your fucking thing. Fucking, have fun. Thank you. Have a great night. My brain is starting to fry. JG, you should play Dreamhouse by Death Heaven. The cover is pink. Very gay? Question mark. I mean, I agree for the record. Death Heaven gay. That's like black metal fans are like, that's gay. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah. That's awesome, ain't it? Kevin Mitchell says, now let's do classic rock. Classic rock is where things get a little complicated. Because classic rock is such a slutty little genre. Like, everyone who played classic rock fucked like a motherfucker. You know, Robert Plant was on stage singing about wanting anal sex and having his balls squeezed. And he would shirt wide open, big ball of fucking hair. The guitars were practically moaning with Robert Plant. And then you got David Bowie, Elton John, openly queer artists. Lou Reed, openly queer as well. A lot of these artists were queer friendly as well. Like fucking Joni Mitchell and a lot of like classic rock and roll artists of the 50s. And then you get to like fucking like all this weird psychedelic hippie culture shit where there's a lot of like kind of queer shit kind of happening within all of that. For Alls of Metal, it's Nick. Power metal is only in the closet. Years of billowing white, lace-up shirts, and tight leather pants just to be in the closet. I feel you, because power metal is a very flamboyant theatrical genre. But also, when you tell people, oh, that's gay, power metal fans are like, no, it's not! So they're in the closet because they're in denial. Classic rock fucking everywhere on the tier list. Yeah, simultaneous to that, you know, classic rock, it's a very queer genre at times, but then you get to like Ted Nugent, who's a blatant fucking right-wing homophobe and bigot, gun-toting maniac. And then you get to Gene Simmons, like, who's just like, it's despite the fact that Kiss was basically in drag, like, we're a little bit all over the place with classic rock. But the general fucking vibe, you know, it's slutty fucking music. There's so much talk about sex, and there's a lot of free gender expression kind of happening, sexual expression happening. You get the hippie kind of bullshit, psychedelic bullshit. Like, I don't know, man. I totally get why. I don't know where they would be here, but I'm not convinced that they're homophobic, transphobic. I mean, for David Bowie, Lou Reed, Elton John alone, like, holy fucking shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. For every queer artist in classic rock, there's at least 2 to 3 homophobes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're really not wrong. I'm gonna leave this up to y'all. I would be comfortable putting them... I would honestly be comfortable putting them in gay or even in the closet or staunch ally. Closeted, I think, is a fair compromise, and there is an element of truth to that, because there are absolutely a lot of closeted classic rock stars. Elton John was in the closet for years, David Bowie was in the closet for years, Mick Jagger is still in the fucking closet. Like, there were tons of stories about Mick Jagger having bisexual threesomes and shit like that. And on that note, the fucking Beatles used to fucking jerk off together all the goddamn time and give each other fucking handjobs and shit. Like, this is well documented, like... This is also where I'm like, how are they not gay? Because they did this shit all the fucking time. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Whatever y'all decide, I will roll with. I will roll with it. Heathen then, speaking of Ted Nugent, why are you dressed like him? How dare you? If I were dressed like Ted Nugent, I'd be looking like the QAnon shaman. Fucking fur pelts and fucking I'd have no shirt and shit. And I would rock that look for the record. I'd be way better at it. Boss Trainer N, servant of the gods. I'm a homophobe. I don't like this guy. Don't like you either. Cope. What? First time hearing this about the Beatles. Yeah, the Beatles used to circle jerk all the fucking time together. All the fucking time. All the fucking time. Mick Jagger went to bisexual threesomes all the fucking time. David Bowie, Elton John, Lou Reed, Freddie Mercury. Classic rock is gay as hell. Robert Plant, on stage, shirt open, singing about, oh, grab my balls. Oh, anal sex is awesome. Oh, like, all the fucking time. You know what? I'm overruling y'all. Classic rock is gay as fuck. It's gay as fuck. I'm overruling y'all. Fuck democracy. Fuck it. Don't give a shit. It's gay as hell. It's gay as hell. Gay, 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 gay. Classic rock is so gay. James G. Philosopher, Brian Poston's It's Gay When Your Buddy Craps in Your Chest. It's not gay when he screams Slayer when he does it. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's gay. Snipo, I didn't expect to join and hear about the Beatles having group jerk session. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is how you found out that the Beatles were kind of fruity, but now you know. Now you fucking know. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Alright, that leaves us with one more genre, neoclassical metal. I think that neoclassical is, once again, very much like power metal and prog metal in the sense that it's very flamboyant, very over the top, but they don't want to admit it, and they're still like, no, 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 no. Like, this is just, oh, you just don't appreciate the artistry. It's like, just let your freak flag fly, man. That's how I feel. My brain is starting to melt, so I'm having trouble wording it, but I think and hope you get what I mean. I would be willing to put them in the closet with prog metal and with power metal, but what do you guys feel? By the way, Elenchus, this song was pretty fucking cool. Let's play a whole album. Oh, they have not been around for a while. Their last EP was Myopic in 2019 by the looks of it, and it has one song. It might have been a standalone single, come to think of it. Ugh. Oh, is it auto-playing something? Oh, it's still playing the same fucking song. It's just a long song, I guess. Yeah, it's just a long song. Okay, fair enough. Blake Gunnels, AC/DC has a song called Big Balls. Yeah, AC/DC emits that kind of, like, queer energy as well, too. Like, a little bit. I mean, the fucking guitarist in a fucking schoolboy uniform, for God's sakes. So I'm feeling gay for classic rock. But what of neoclassical metal? Where do we put the likes of, say, Yngwie Malmsteen? I'm feeling in the closet. That's what I'm feeling. What do y'all say? What do y'all feel? Azimuth, Melty living up to his name. When do I not? I always live up to this name. I chose the name for a reason. Scrumpy, I'm sure Ringo would have been left out, though. Oh, man. This was an awesome idea. This is great. Fuck yeah. He probably would have, though. I'm straight up. Dude, I can't wait for them to do movies about all four Beatles, and then the Ringo movie is just like, I'm a silly little guy. Like, with John Lennon, it'll be a movie, like, it'll be about, like, with all the movies, it'll be about, like, Paul McCartney lost his wife, and drugs, and then John Lennon, like, he got even more into drugs, and he got more into political activism, and George Harrison, more drugs, drugs, like, just these drug-addled fucking flicks with, like, relationship issues and drama and politics, and then the Ringo movie will be like, I'm just a silly little guy. I just want to sing and play drums. I'm Ringo. I'm one of the Beatles. I turned Australian for a second. I'm Ringo. I'm one of the Beatles, eh? Thralls of Metal is, if power metal is in the closet, I guess neoclassical is too. If there's still room, we can all wank in a yellow submarine. Thralls of Metal is a smart one. This is what we got. We got black metal, deathcore, and groove metal in homophobic, transphobic. We've got thrash metal, nu metal, death metal, metalcore, brutal death metal, and sludge metal in straight. Heavy metal, doom metal, grindcore, melodic death metal, technical death metal, and stoner metal in staunch ally. Prog metal, Christian metal, power metal, djent, post metal, post-hardcore, and neoclassical metal in the closet. And then alt metal, glam metal, industrial, mathcore, gothic, symphonic, folk, classic rock in gay. And then our LGBTQ plus icons are avant-garde metal and black gays. How do we feel about all of this? How do we feel about all of this? BA says every band has that one member who is not invited to the communal wank sesh. Who was it in Metallica? Who do you think wasn't invited to the big fucking jerk-off sesh? Do you think it was Lars? I'm willing to bet it was Lars. I'm willing to bet. No, it would have been Jason Newsted. Who am I fucking kidding? Who am I fucking kidding? Blackwater Rust for sure. Deathcore for sure homophobic. Entity of Darkness says solid tier list. Reyna says feeling pretty gay. Metamorphosis 24. I see no problems. Heathen then says fruity tier list. Entity of Darkness says Jason Newsted. Now we're just talking about who's not invited to the freak off. Who's not invited to the jerk session. It's I think it could be Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine definitely wasn't invited. He wasn't invited from day one. Definitely not. And he wasn't invited. He took it so personally, he decided to go off and go make Megadeth. That's the actual reason Megadeth happened. Azimuth, nu metal might be a little not straight. All right, well, If y'all want to argue that these genres need to be switched around, now is the time to say so. Because after this, it's final. Mr. Scarisma says Kid Rock. Kid Rock definitely going in homophobic, transphobic tier. Definitely. All the fucking way. Not even fucking close. Like the #1 fucking... Hi! Like, we're talking about the same guy who had a fucking tantrum and was shooting Bud Light cans because Dylan Mulvaney had the audacity to drink Bud Light. Like, literally a professional homophobe and transphobe, on top of being a professional fucking idiot. Kid Rock... Oh, he wasn't invited. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Kid Rock was definitely not invited to the jerk-off session, the circle jerk. What's up, Anna? We're live, and we're doing the big Uncle Melty's big gay pride party and live stream. Also, we're live on camera, so before we get too comfortable and start acting like we own the fucking place, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's up? Hell yeah. That's okay. Have water. Have as much water as you want. Heathen then, where would Marilyn Manson go? I don't know, man. In the 90s, he might have been... In the 90s, Marilyn Manson would have gone in gay tier. Honest to God. Nowadays, we're looking at homophobic, transphobic tier because he constantly allies himself with homophobes and transphobes. And also, like, he's just like a fucking predator, too. So, like, fuck him. Entity of Darkness says, hi, Anna. Maniac says, hi, Anna. Ellie Not So Smelly says, hi, Anna. Number says, hi, Anna. Blackwater Russ says, hi, Anna. Hello! Told you Anna would be here eventually. And I'm sorry that Chompy wasn't exciting enough of a co-host for y'all today. Jesus, these fucking people, am I right? I know. I'm just letting you know. Because, yeah, typically when you get home, you tend to just unwind. I'm not gonna say. Because, yeah. Scythe of Atlantis, Blackwater Russ, Scythe of Atlantis says, hello, Anna. Blackwater Russ, him and Typo Negative, 1000% gay as fuck. Him is the most gay. Him is the most gay. They define themselves by being slutty little romantic freaks. Metamorphosis says, hi, Anna. Pro Striker says, hi, Anna. Thralls of Metal says, sup, Anna. Metamorphosis says, Anna only adds to the excitement.
Oh, that's nice.
Valerie the Bat, the real question, what is the horniest metal subgenre? I'm tempted to say glam, but I'm also tempted to say gothic metal. What do you feel, Anna? What's the horniest metal subgenre?
That's hard, because there's so many horny bands out there.
There's so much. Scythe of Atlantis, where would Devin Townsend be? I mean, Devin Townsend is gay. Actually, you know what? He's an LGBTQ plus icon. Absolutely. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Patient 666158 says, hi, Chompy. Finally, some Chompy love. Y'all used to love Chompy. Not so much now, apparently. He has been pretty quiet the whole stream, so to be fair, people may not have noticed. It's fine, though. I think he got a little fucked up too early. I think that's what it is. I made myself Long Island iced teas, which were basically just that Farm Boy 50-50 iced tea lemonade mix and a shot of whiskey. I have no idea if that is what is in a Long Island iced tea, but I do know it tasted fucking delicious.
Wait. Use that iced tea, and then what else did you put in it?
Just a shot of the whiskey I bought, the JP Weiser's whiskey.
I want that.
And I had some lemons that I cut as well to throw in the glass, and it was delicious.
That sounds awesome.
Go ahead, the lemons aren't old. Just go ahead and reuse the glass if you like.
Sure.
I don't give a shit. Whatever. We're married. We have each other's germs at this point. Hi, Anna. Everyone is here besides Thrash and Jackson. Thrash and Jackson was not allowed to... Well, that's not fair. He was invited to the Pride livestream, but he didn't feel comfortable being here because, and I quote, that sounds like some gay woke bullshit. That's my crude impersonation of Thrash and Jackson. He's been working on his impression of me, so I think it's fair that I work on an impression of him. What are you looking for? Oh, the whiskey. You can't reach it. You're too tiny. You can't reach it. There you go. So yeah, I just fucking a little ice, a little shot of whiskey, and I filled it up with the 50-50 London iced tea shit.
I love this shit. It's so good. I love this juice.
It really is juice. It's not even iced tea.
Yes,
It's not iced tea. It's not lemonade. It's fucking juice. It's girl juice.
It's so good.
Actually, saying it's girl juice sums it up pretty well. I can't even lie.
It tastes like summer. It's so good.
So Anna, I don't know. I doubt you've been paying attention to the live stream because Boss Trainer says, let's make peace, Metal Meltdown, or you're not willing to, says XD. I am always willing to make peace. It's all good. Cheers, whatever. I don't even remember whatever. Cheers, peace, happy pride. What happened to the fucking... There was another guy earlier in the live stream. Winston something or other. Richard Trainer. I don't fucking remember his name. Peace to you as well. Happy pride. Happy whatever. Uncle Melty, be honest with us. I promise I'm not trying to sound dismissive or whatever. I'm just... My brain is fried. Uncle Melty, be honest with us. When do you think Thrash and Jackson will finally come out? Dude. I don't think Thrash and Jackson gay. Although I don't think he's gay, but I do concede that him being gay would explain a lot. It would explain... I mean, what was it during Thrash and Jackson's live stream? He said something to the effect of, like, I want real metal is fronted by big, sweaty, muscular men.
Yeah. There's a lot of men who would agree with that.
I can't remember exactly what he said, and this is going to be another crude impersonation, but if I'm not mistaken, he said something to the effect of... Real metal bands have big, sweaty, muscular idiots singing for the band. My very crude impersonation. I've been working on it, though. Boss Trainer, trust me, you hate me, brother. Let's pretend you don't now. I don't remember. I remember. You're the guy that came in and said, I'm a homophobe, but I don't like you, and I did that. Alright, well, whatever. You want peace? Fuck it. Whatever. Peace. I don't give a shit. Life's too short. I don't hold grudges, contrary to popular belief. Wow, you're right up in my space here, aren't you, girl?
Yes, I am.
Right up in my space. So I don't know. Okay, so we've been doing this tier list of genres based on how gay they are.
You know, I'm still thinking about the horniest genre.
Okay, that's great. While you're thinking of that, can I get your input on this? How do you feel about this? Genres based on how gay they are.
That's good, I like that.
Black metal homophobic for obvious reasons. Members of black metal have literally committed hate crimes. Deathcore because sexist, homophobic language used in merch and t-shirts and just bro culture bullshit.
Oh my god, the fucking early deathcore shit.
Groove metal.
Like, I'm gonna punch my girlfriend.
Groove metal because of fucking Pantera and Five Finger Death Punch and just more right-wing pandering, you know, Confederate flags, anti-mask bullshit. Thrash metal, new metal, death, metalcore, brutal death metal, sludge metal, and straight just because they have no strong opinions one way or the other. And they're just like, whatever, we play our music and we go home. Staunch ally. Heavy metal fashion comes from gay subcultures, leather daddy, S&M subcultures, and club culture. But heavy metal as a genre just is like, whatever. We just want to hang out and have fun. Yeah. And that's kind of the same logic with stoner metal and, that's kind of the same logic with stoner metal, where it's just like, whatever. We just want to smoke and hang out. Grindcore because they're very politically charged. Like, they put the staunch and staunch ally. Doom metal because, like, it's very expressive, lush, evocative music, like you wouldn't expect it to be an ally, but then you're like, okay, like you're caught off guard, they're allies. Melodef and tech death just because it's more progressive and experimental than regular death metal, so by default it's probably more open-minded. In the closet, prog metal, power metal, Djent, and Neoclassical because they're like, oh no, this is our art. We're not flamboyant because we're gay, we're flamboyant because this is our art, but they're gay.
They are pretty gay.
And then Christian metal, because let's be real, there's a lot of Christians who are just in the closet.
Yes, exactly.
And that post-hardcore, let's be real here, I'm not trying to play into stereotypes, but very effeminate vocals and like, you can feel my heart inside my blood, and it's like, you're gay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wandering the supermarket, you had me for a moment.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
And then gay. Alt metal, because alternative metal.
Yeah.
Glam metal, they were literally in drag.
Yeah.
Industrial metal is a part of industrial subculture, which has its own rules and is a very queer safe space. Mathcore, more weird experimental bullshit. Gothic metal, same scenario as industrial metal. It's its own subculture, its own scene with its own rules. Very queer, very queer-friendly, safe space, well documented. Folk metal, because it's the next evolution of, like, power metal and prog, where it's just embracing how over-the-top it is, and they just want to drink beer, and it's so fantastical. Classic rock, because there were so many slutty man sluts.
That's true.
And so many actual, like, openly gay artists. Like, the Beatles literally used to jerk off together.
Yeah, that's true.
And then avant-garde metal because it's the most experimental and therefore the most gay.
Yes.
And black gaze because it pisses off the homophobes and also is the most lush and evocative and expressive and therefore is also the most gay. How do you feel about all of this?
I still feel like power metal should be in the gay section.
But they're in the closet. Because you say that, and then power metal fans are like, no! 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 I've seen that time and time again here.
They can deny it, but it's pretty gay.
I'm not arguing, but them denying it means they're in the closet.
I see what you mean.
Agreed, nu metal's a bit on the verge. I concede nu metal has moments of emotional honesty and vulnerability.
Nu metal would be homophobic, transphobic.
I don't think so.
Really?
I think that there are definitely some people who would be homophobic, transphobic, but I think there's a lot of people who just don't care and just want to hear big bouncy riffs. You know what I mean?
I guess, but a lot of them are like white trash.
Like if we're talking Korn are allies. Limp Bizkit, I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Ryan Daniel says glam metal, just glam metal. Glam metal.
Yeah.
No hate, you're all good. Boss Trainer N says he hates me. I don't hate anyone. If I hate somebody, I'll just say I hate them. Like we had a guy that I banned for like, he was literally using slurs and shit, so we kept banning him. And he kept creating alt accounts and being like, oh, no one will let me speak. No one will let me use my freedom of speech. And we were like, brother, you're using slurs.
Yeah.
He had a name that literally, he had two different usernames that both had slurs in them. One of which I was like, I don't know if I can say this. The other one I was like, I definitely can't say this.
It's like, why are you wasting this kind of time on YouTube? I don't know, go outside or something.
Blackwater Rust, Deftones are definitely allies. They are, but I feel like Deftones is more alt metal than they are nu metal. Consistently. Like, nu metal, like, they haven't had turntables in their sound for fucking years. Plus, Chino Moreno has been moaning like a motherfucker in every goddamn Deftones song ever. Like, ever. There's not a single Deftones song where you can't hear Chino going, like, that's every Deftones song, ever. And I'm not even hating, I like Deftones, I'm just making a point. Koi no Yoken was always my favorite Deftones record, I love that fucking album. What's your favorite Deftones album?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know, but what's the weird hate on, like, Deftones fans, specifically women who are Deftones fans?
I think it's more so a meme. I think it's, just hear me out, because I can hear you already loading response. I think part of it is a meme, because Deftones themselves have become kind of a meme because of the moaning vocals, and because it's like, oh, Deftones is just Radiohead for virgins, or some shit like that, you know what I mean?
But so many people make
and then
fun
it's
of,
also
like, who are into Deftones, because they're like, oh, well, they don't like real metal, they
yeah,
just like Deftones.
And that's kind of what I was also getting to. There's definitely an element of, like, elitism and sexism to it. Like, it doesn't get much more complicated than that. It's a combination of Deftones being a mean, and simultaneously, a lot of people are just sexists and homophobes and elitists. Like, straight up.
That's true.
It's like, yeah, like, oh, women listen to Deftones. Yeah, because it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know,
True.
like, not...
God forbid women enjoy anything.
It's like, it's I don't know, man. It's one of those things, like, Deftones are kind of adjacent to kind of, like, all... They've firmly planted themselves in alternative music and culture and fashion, and they've always been kind of a queer safe space. The guitarist, Stephen Carpenter's kind of weird, but not necessarily, like, scary or dangerous. He's just kind of a dumbass. Like, he is apparently, like, a flat earther. And apparently he won't tour with Deftones internationally because he doesn't want to get on a plane because he doesn't ever want to possibly be proven wrong.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
So literally, if we were to see Deftones, if they're on tour here, they would have a completely different guitarist because he's like, I can't risk being on a plane and having my entire ideology destroyed and dismantled.
So, but how can you live like that? I don't know. Whatever. That's stupid.
The crazy thing is like, brother, you don't need to get on a plane. If you're on tour, then you don't fucking need to get on a plane to come to Toronto.
Yeah.
Boston is an 8-hour drive away. New York City, Pittsburgh. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we fucking talking about? You can drive to Nashville in a day. It's a straight drive, no stops, but you can do it. So if you're on tour, if you're already on tour, are you gonna take a flight from fucking Rhode Island to fucking Toronto?
Yeah.
From fucking Albany, New York to fucking Montreal? If you're Taylor Swift, maybe. But otherwise, probably not.
Defantes.
Also, yeah, the Defantes subway shop.
I've just been wanting to say that this entire time.
Of course you have. The more elitist metal spaces directly correlate to being more sexist, homophobic. Of course they do, because they
like women bad.
it's because like being a metal elitist, if you're a metal elitist or a gatekeeper, it's because you want to protect a certain image and idea of metal. And there's a certain image and idea of metal that is inherently associated with being a straight man, being a straight white man who listens only to classic heavy and thrash metal. That's it. And if you stray from that, if you start introducing breakdowns and more progressive ideas and elements, more melodic ideas and elements, and especially if there are women involved, queer people involved, people of color involved, suddenly it's not true metal as you identify it as, and therefore it's woke, it's bad, it's this. Like, there's a huge part of elitism that really is just about making sure that people who aren't white men don't ever listen to metal and rock music. Straight the fuck up.
Has anyone ever said that I'm, like, rotting your brain with, like, feminism?
That I am?
No, that I'm rotting your brain.
That you are?
Yeah.
No. However, people have continuously insisted that I am rotting their brains with feminism and being woke and such. I opened the stream by literally being like, that's correct, I'm gonna put the gay woke agenda right in your fucking brain.
Everyone get woker now.
By the end of the stream, you will all vote for Kamala Harris 5 times, and you will get 6 abortions and 7 sex changes.
That's awesome.
That's my goal. Unknown Pleasures, I'm back, guys. It's super hot in Moscow. It is? I didn't think Moscow had winter. Had summer.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like there.
I guess, like, why would we know? We've never been to Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, no desire to go to Russia either. No disrespect. I'm just, no rush. And not even because, like, oh, I'm not trying to get super political. It's just like, y'all are millions of fucking miles away.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do in Russia? Eat pierogies and fucking suck Vladimir Putin's dick or something? That's it. What do you got? What else do you do?
There's some cool architecture, but yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I think next vacation spot, I mean, we might go to Kelowna before the end of the summer, but, like, next big vacation spot, I want to go somewhere in, like, Latin, Central America or the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I want to sit on a beach for a bit and drink rum and have fun. Barney Castle, you are the goat of metal YouTubers, Mr. Meltdown. That's correct, I am. Thank you. Worship upon me. Thank you, bud. Cheers. Landon had 3 abortions while watching. You gotta bump those. That's rookie numbers. Bump it up. Bump it up, bro. Metamorphosis 24. And drink vodka for breakfast. I do that already.
I like vodka.
Who doesn't love vodka? Is it good? I'm gonna steal a little bit. It's delicious, ain't it?
I don't know if I put enough in there, but it tastes good to me.
Oh, you put enough, trust me. You'll feel it in a bit. It's a gay drink. They disguise it with other shit so that you don't notice
So
it.
I found out what Long Island iced tea and
What's actually in it?
Okay.
Because I didn't bother to look it up. I just said, oh, iced tea and booze, whatever.
Okay, so it's typically contains vodka, tequila, gin, white rum, triple sec.
What? All of that?
juice, and a splash of cola.
Jesus Christ! Vodka, tequila, gin, rum, and triple sec? No wonder the gays are getting fucked up on that shit.
That's why
God
the cola
fucking
gives
damn
that,
it.
like, iced tea color, but it's not actually iced tea, it's cola. But we should make this. I like white rum.
I never bothered to look it up.
We have
I
gin.
instinctively assumed that it was fucking, it had iced tea. I guess I was wrong.
We have gin and vodka.
I got the fucking cheap-ass version. We have gin and vodka.
Yeah.
We have the spicy tequila, too.
Yeah.
We don't have cola, but fuck
We
it.
need triple sec and lemon juice.
We got lemons.
We can go get some cola.
That's
Yeah,
up
we
to
can
you.
do that.
I like my version. Because it's here, and I have it.
Yeah, I know.
Blake Gunnels, I'm drinking water while listening to hyperpop music and watching this on my phone. Damn straight you are. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Whoa, that's us.
That is us.
Oh. I'll fix that later. Hi! Wow, alright. We're playing a game called Fuck, Marry, Kill. Give me 3 musicians. 3 musicians, 3 metal icons of your choice. Fuck, marry, or kill. The ball's in your court. Ball's in your fucking court. Anna, fuck, marry, kill. You start it off. Give me a fuck, marry, kill.
Alex Webster.
That's the Cannibal Corpse guy, yeah? Okay.
I can't remember any of the guys' names from Tool. The fucking guitarist from Tool.
You're making this too complicated. Just name 3 rock stars right now. 3 rock stars. 3 rock stars right now.
Fucking Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell.
Fucking Alex Webster.
Alex Webster.
Peter Steele.
Peter Steele. Okay. I don't want to kill any of them. You know what? I'm going to kill Alex Webster because he's probably into that. It'll give him inspiration for the next Cannibal Corpse album. Marry Chris Cornell so I can hear that voice forever. Fuck Peter Steele. Blackwater Rust, Vince Neil, Varg, Phil Anselmo. Now this motherfucker understands the assignment. God, I hate all of them though.
Wait. Vince Neil, Varg, Phil Anselmo. Okay.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill, Vince Neil, Varg, Phil Anselmo.
I'm killing Varg, first of all.
Smart.
I would probably fuck Phil Anselmo and marry Vince Neil.
Why would you marry Vince Neil? Is he like the least worst? Is that your logic?
Yeah, I'm like, if I wouldn't marry a fucking Nazi, so like a white supremacist.
Anna, he's an Odinist, okay? He's an Odinist.
Yeah, this is what they call it these
actually.
Ozzy Osbourne, Lemmy, and Angela Gossow?
Ash to Ash, I just joined the stream and you're yelling at me to play this game. That's right, I'm yelling at you! Ah! Play the game! Also, how you doing? What's up? Euronymous, Corfon, and John from Dissection. Kill them all!
No, I would marry
Oh,
Corfon.
Man. Marry Corfon?
But I would kill John and Euronymous.
Oop, we're good. My wrist
My
hurt
hot
really doing
take
that.
is that Lemmy was not an unattractive guy.
He had
I
charisma,
thought he
had
I think
style,
he was good looking.
he was very honest.
He was a little funny looking, but like I think he was good looking.
Oh, speaking of, fuck, marry, kill from Valerie the Bat, Ozzy, Rob Halford, Lemmy Kilmister. Who is it? How we doing this?
Okay, so I don't think Rob would even want to fuck me. So maybe I'll just kill him.
He is an openly gay man.
Yeah. I guess I would just kill him. Fuck Ozzy, but marry Lemmy. Ozzy is too fucking chaotic, okay? He's too weird. Lemmy, I feel like he's a little bit more down to earth. And I think Lemmy's attractive.
You're a little biased.
I also think Ozzy is so good looking too.
I mean, yeah, back in the day, he was an objectively handsome fella. Number says Serge Tankian, Corpse Grinder, Lars Ulrich. I like how these are exactly as chaotic as I thought they would be.
That's easy.
Marry Serge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would marry Corpse Grinder, because he's a big boy.
That's valid, too. Yeah. He's also he's a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich is dying. Can we agree?
Yeah, he's getting killed.
He's dying. That much is clear. Wolflust 97. Villancelo apparently is hung like an elephant. I don't give a shit. He's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit, bro.
It's unfortunate he's a good looking, though. That's it. It's not fair.
Dorothy Slutman. Lemmy was a feminist, too. Made him way more appealing. Oh, he was very much a feminist.
Yeah.
And he was...
And he had those killer little short shorts. I don't care.
I still remember going to see the Speaking Words Scott Ian show. And he told this story about recording an album in the 90s. And Motorhead was recording an album, like, next door. Like, in the studio right next door. And Lemmy was in the main lobby playing pinball in the machine. And he had these booty shorts that were just riding all the way up. And Scott Ian was like, I can see your balls and ass, bro.
They're shorts.
And Lemmy was like, and he called him out. He was like, Lemmy, what are you fucking wearing? And he's like, these are shorts.
Yeah, they're shorts.
He's like, no, like you're wearing underwear, basically. He's like, no, I'm wearing shorts. You're wearing pants. They're below your knees. These are shorts.
He's right. He was right.
And then he went back to playing pinball, apparently. He was like, I'm not going to talk to you until you agree with me.
Being an adult is agreeing with Lemmy.
Jared86, Grinder's neck is thick, so guess what else is thick? Oh, no.
He gives me subby bottom energy.
Heathen then, it says all 3 members of nuclear power trio, Trump, Putin, Kim Jong-un. Kill them all.
Yeah, I know, I could never.
I'm not going to comment more on that because I'm going to end up on an FBI watch list, but yeah. Make the world a better place and just all of them. Oh, excuse me. Another one for me. Benji Webb, Rob Halford, Robert Trujillo. Benji Webb's the guy from Skindred, yeah? Like the reggae nu metal band?
I think so.
Yeah.
What was that
Rob
again?
Trujillo's a muscular motherfucker.
Married.
He's a big guy.
I
You're
would
gonna marry Rob Trujillo?
Yeah. He's still good looking.
I guess that means you're fucking Benji Webb, whoever that is. I'm pretty sure he's the guy from Skindred.
And then who was the other person?
Rob Halford.
Yeah.
Barney Castle, 2006. Ted Nugent, Kid Rock, Ronnie Radke.
Oh my
Kill 'em
God.
all!
Yeah, I
Kill 'em all! Nightmare blunt rotation.
The wife
Nightmare.
beater
The wife beater trio. Oh man. David Draymond, Tim Lambesis, and Ted Nugent. I mean, Tim Lambesis is literally a wife beater. He damn near close.
Yeah.
He like holy shit. There's that video of him abusing his ex-girlfriend, and then of course, very famously, he hired a fucking.
Kill Ted Nugent. Still fuck Tim Lambesis.
I don't want to fuck any of them. I don't want to fuck any.
I know.
I don't want to fuck any of
But
them.
if I have to choose.
I mean, fuck them as in fuck them,
Yeah.
but you know. Ted Nugent's a weird motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
even by right-wing nut job standards, he's weird. He got kicked off the board of the NRA. That's how fucking insane he is. He's too insane for the fucking NRA.
It's kind of awesome.
Like, what are we
So
talking
weird.
about here? Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. It's insane. He's fucking insane. Hoi, yoi, yoi. Alright, Travis Ryan, George Clark, Paul Riedel. Who's George Clark? You want to look up at your phone? Travis Ryan's from Cattle Decapitation. Paul Riedel, the name is very familiar. I've had a bit of booze, so y'all are gonna have to be a little patient with me. Even then, I'd lift with Robert Trujillo. He'd lift you.
From Death Heaven, I think? Yeah. George, the lead singer of Death Heaven?
Oh, Death Heaven! Mary.
Yeah.
Mary. Fuck Travis Ryan. I guess by default that means Paul Riedel. Look up Paul Riedel. Let's know what we're working with here. Love that we're leaning into the gay angle of the big gay pride party. No women have been brought in whatsoever. Oh, he's from Blood Incantation, ain't he, come to think of it? Oh, yeah! Yeah, sorry, you're going in the fuck category, bud. Sorry. Sorry, bud. Makes you feel better than, you know, from the grave you can write a new Spectral Voice record. That's something. That's pretty cool. Valerie the Bat, Travis Ryan loves to hawk to a have you ever seen him spit? I'm honestly shocked it took that long for someone to do a brain-dead fucking thing like that. Ellie Not So Smelly, so what are Anna's thoughts on Rhea Ripley? Anna has interesting thoughts on Rhea Ripley, but not interesting in the way you think. Anna, take it away. The mic is yours.
She looks like Chris Motionless. And it's not even like, I'm not even trying to be like, oh, well, she's gross and ugly. I'm like, no. She just kind of looks like him, and like that's fine. I was just like, it's weird because they look like they could be siblings.
They kind of do. I never noticed that until she noticed it.
I'm like, they could be brother and sister.
That'd be funny as hell. There was like a WWE event like earlier in the year too, where like she showed up to or they showed up to play a song for her. Like they did her entrance theme. I remember I was working at this restaurant, and this guy Marcus, he went to the fucking he went to it. It was a big event in Philadelphia. And he was like, holy fucking shit. He was like, this band fucking came out. I had no idea who they were. They were like, oh, Silence in Black or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You know, Unmoving in Blue or some shit. Gigi Allen, Marilyn Manson, Alex Terrible. Ooh.
I'd kill I would never. God,
Gigi Allen too chaotic. He's
right
gross.
away.
He's chaotic. Alex Terrible is arguably a neo-Nazi. Marilyn Manson's a predator.
Yeah. No, I couldn't.
I say arguably because we don't really have concrete proof, but at bare minimum, he's very friendly with neo-Nazis, which is never a good sign. Never a good sign. Ugh. Izan Pro 14 says, I'm gay too.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. More gays. Only gays. Can you rate me 1 to 10? 10. Because you have a beautiful heart and spirit.
That's right.
I post dances? Okay. Oh, I think we got a spam bot.
Yeah.
I think we're dangerously close to having a spam bot. I'm not going to your YouTube channel or TikTok channel if this is what this is headed to. Assuming you're a real person, I think you have a beautiful heart and spirit. Yeah. Andrew Legacy says, "Did you like the new Volbeat album? I kind of forgot they even had an album. I'm not gonna lie. I assume it's fine. I assume it's fine. I don't know.
They're like hit and miss. They're kind of weird.
I remember really liking Outlaw Gentlemen and Shady Ladies. I feel like that was the furthest they leaned into like that kind of like Western cowboy aesthetic. That's where they found that sweet spot between like rockabilly and groove metal. And it was a very diverse album too, because simultaneous to that, Lola Montez was like a straight up 80s glam rock banger, sleazy, fun, great chorus. Dead But Rising, you know, felt like just a big rollicking groovy banger. Room 24 had like that kind of doomy, sinister kind of underbelly, which was emboldened by King Diamond being on the cut. I like the collab they did with that girl from Walk Off the Earth, which unironically kind of sounded like a Walk Off the Earth song, but like in a good way, like it was a good, jaunty, fun jam. And I feel like a lot of the other stuff they've done since then is just kind of like, we're cowboys, rock and roll party time, and I'm like, that's fine, but like it's giving Godsmack. I'm not feeling it. You don't like them at all. We saw them.
Yeah, they're okay.
We saw them. It was Slipknot because they were opening for Slipknot, and you were like you sat down the whole time. You were like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
Izan Pro 14. I'm not a bot.
Did you see that concert that's coming?
Apologies
with,
then.
Carcass.
Carcass. Carcass was through earlier in the year with Meshuggah and Cannibal Corpse. Are they coming back?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
I must. Maybe it was announced during this. I haven't noticed.
I gotta scroll through the shit I sent you.
Oh man, you really did. Oh.
Pereira. Nail. Spear World.
They're coming nowhere near here, girl.
Oh, what are you talking
That's all
about?
America.
No, Toronto, September 20th. Phoenix.
Son of a bitch, Carcass is coming to Toronto. Alright, maybe. I'm game.
It's a Saturday, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough one then. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty fucking cool, though.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That makes it rough. Alright, we'll see, but no guarantees. I can't guarantee anything. Saturdays are always rough for me because I'm a chef in a restaurant. It's always tough.
Saturday, there's that like market at Food Park I'm gonna go to.
Go for it.
Is there anything that you're looking for? I can have a look.
Okay, so if you see,
Actually, you know what? Text me a fucking list.
So, I'm gonna show you.
They have like little craft fair going on at Food Park this Saturday.
Hell yeah.
You can come by. I canceled my tattoo. I was like, I'm a little broke right now.
But you're gonna go to the Foo Fark fucking merch?
Yeah, just have a look around.
So if you happen to find this album, Die Catastrophe, Canon and Weber, that would be great.
Okay.
That would be rad. That would be rad. If not, no harm done. It's okay. But if you happen to see that particular album, that would be great. All right, number says Corey Taylor, Dara Roria of Tandy-Guard, and Wayne Static. I don't know who Daria Roriar of Tandy-Guard Inferno is.
Ringo Starr, Jason Houston, Miles Kennedy.
What? Ringo Starr? What a weird one. I'm marrying Miles Kennedy because he got that angelic voice.
Is it weird that I just want to kill Ringo Starr?
He ain't done nothing to you.
I don't know.
He's the most harmless of all the Beatles.
I was just like, you know what?
The most harmless. I'm not even like talk. I'm not even giving you shit. He's like when they do, I joked about this earlier. When they do all the Beatles movies, it's gonna be 3 movies of of John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and George Harrison being like, drugs, women, sex, my wife left me, politics, ah! And then the Ringo movie is gonna be like, hi, I'm Ringo. Peace. I want to write a song. It's gonna be him just going on a goofy little ride. I'm Ringo, having fun. I'm Ringo in the sun.
My first instinct was like, yeah, I'm shooting Ringo
Yeah, I'm killing
Starr.
I'm killing a beetle. I'm killing a beetle. Allie Not So Smelly, Marge Simpson says otherwise. That's right. She had that whole thing where she's like, she has a huge crush on Ringo Starr for some reason.
Whatever, you funny looking guy.
She like sent him all those paintings. Remember that? Oh man. Bro narrated Thomas the Tank Engine and he's getting killed. The world is so unfair. That's right. He was the narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine.
I didn't even know that.
You're gonna kill Ringo Starr.
Okay,
No.
Take it back.
She's like, I take it back. Hugo Grubby Toes, not a bad British accent, not gonna lie. Thank you, I worked really hard on it. Hi, I'm Ringo Starr. I like to sing my songs and have fun. And then the John Lennon movie will be like him being in protest and beating Yoko Ono and getting killed.
See, that's how I shoot John Lennon again.
Yeah, shoot John Lennon again.
Yeah.
Snipo, I could definitely see me being homies with Trevor Strnad, even if we haven't met. He was chill. He was super fucking chill. Shout out to Trevor from the Black Dahlia Murder. He was fucking awesome. I hope you're at peace wherever you are, bud. And fuck Scale It Back for his video about the politics of suicide or whatever the shit. Fucking asshole. Alright. Ugh. So is George Carlin. George Carlin? George Carlin? What's the context here? I've only seen his comedy routines.
I don't know.
What are we playing? What are we playing? And don't pick anything that's super popular because I want to avoid getting copyrighted to hell and back.
Okay.
Like, don't pick like, oh, Michael Jackson, the Beatles. The Beatles. I'm Ringo Starr.
That's right.
You know what? Actually, don't even bother because I know what I'm gonna type in. Someone mentioned an album called Southern Progression from a band called Flummox earlier. So shout out to that person if they're still in the chat. We're gonna play it right now.
I was like, we should play Brat.
No. No, I can't risk the copyright strikes. I can't risk it. We made the mistake of playing fucking classic rock during the fucking 20K stream, and I got copyright strike to hell and back. I can't do it. Snipo, Ringo Starr is just a fun guy. Yeah, he's easily the most harmless, not just of the Beatles, but of all classic rock musicians. Like, he's just a silly guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's just whatever. If Pro Striker 92 is Barnes watching the stream, if so, I say hi, Chris. I highly doubt Chris Barnes is tuning into the queer big Uncle Melty's big gay pride party. Boss Trainer N says, what do you think of the Drogville release drama? We did a video all about this maybe about 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I think it's a little... I don't know, man. I don't know how legit the accusations of AI are, but I think it says a lot about the state of AI where people, and also about the state of black metal, that it has created such an argument, such a debate. I don't think much about the quality of the album. I didn't really think it was that special music-wise or production-wise. I thought it just sounded like a pretty generic, poorly put together kind of black metal record. And that, in and of itself, the fact that people think it is, like, super convincing, even if it is AI, is kind of, like, it's, like...
Yeah.
Kind of says a lot about both black metal and the progress of AI. I mean, think...
people were harassing a local market here because they thought that they were using AI in their art.
I do think that, like, I do think that people being so fucking weird about the cover art specifically is really fucking dumb. Because, like, oh, it's obviously AI because the armor bends this way and the sword does this and the roses do this. And it's like, I don't know, man. They could have just framed it to be that way. Like,
it could have just been like a shitty artist.
Have you never just? Yeah, it maybe. Have you really not? Have you not considered that it's just bad Photoshop?
Yeah.
Oh, the sword stands up on its own. Maybe because they wanted it to.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
I always think about like
What's the band? What's the band?
Drogvale. I always think about, like, what's that Ariana Grande cover where she does that insane, impossible pose on that, like, bar stool? You know what I mean? I'm just like, maybe she looks like that because that's the pose she wanted to make. Like, this is a common thing within, like, music and shit, you know what I mean? Boss Trainer N, sorry guys, didn't want to derail the stream. You're good, no worries. XRE, do you think Jeremy Spencer has seen your videos? I think so, because I'm like the #1 Jeremy Spencer Psycho Sinner hater, so I would be willing to bet he's seen my videos.
You know what? I think the problem is because it's replicating a vintage style, it's almost uncanny. Because it's not... I don't know.
Ellie Not So Smelly says, yesterday Ringo turned 85. Is Ringo Starr 85 years old? Holy fucking shit. What the fuck? Good on him, honestly. He don't really look it. He looks pretty good for his age. Which is not something you can say for most of his rock and roll peers, frankly. Gloria Pushfonte says, hey, Heath Ledger also died from unclean foreskin. He would have been in Dark Knight Rises if he pulled back his skin and scrubbed. I can't tell if this is a really dumb joke or if you're just rage baiting. I can't tell. It's really getting harder and harder to tell in the modern era. Heath Ledger also died from unclean foreskin. He would have been in Dark Knight Rises if he pulled back his skin and scrubbed. I can't tell if that's a really bad...
comment.
I can't tell if that's a really bad joke or just pure rage bait.
I'm pretty sure it's just stupid. Just nonsense.
Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, I think he just wants you to talk about Heath Ledger's foreskin.
Boss Trainer N, I was in the comments of the Drogvale video, remember? Not really.
I don't think it's AI. Some people
I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just that video was a few weeks ago. I've had a bit to drink. I don't remember any specific comment you left or made. I don't.
I really don't think it's AI.
Even then, the Beatles were at it before any of the members of Metallica were born. Alright, Anna, fuck, marry, kill the Beatles. There's 4 members of the Beatles, which means one guy just gets left behind. Who is it? Fuck, marry, kill, left behind. Who is it? Untouched.
Maybe... Because I would kill, fucking... What's his name? Okay, so maybe I would marry Ringo Starr then.
You'd marry Ringo?
Yeah.
Because he's the safest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney's a fuck.
Yeah. And then
He's gonna write you a beautiful love ballad. Think about that for a second. He's gonna write like maybe I'm amazed, which is objectively an amazing song. He wrote that for his wife Anna.
Yeah.
Say what you will of Paul McCartney.
Okay, so then maybe that's a Mary. And
Maybe
then,
that's a Mary?
Yeah, and then Ringo would be.
Maybe Ringo's a fuck. Who's the kill?
Fucking. What's. I just said.
John Lennon.
Yeah, yeah.
Callum Nichols, if she says she'd kill John Lennon, well, she just did. So George Harrison, we're leaving alone.
Yeah, whatever.
We're just leaving him alone.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of the only scenario where George Harrison is left the fuck alone. In every other scenario, it's Ringo. Props. Anna's a Ringo fan. Anna's a Ringo fan.
You won me over with saying that he fucking did the voice thing.
Ringo is literally just a silly guy. Like, all the members of the Beatles were doing drugs, and he was doing drugs too, for the record, but he was doing drugs and being like, writing songs about, like, the octopus has too many arms.
He was like,
strawberries in the field.
Yeah, he's like, fuck it, I'm getting silly with it.
I'm getting silly with it. He was just a silly little guy. Gloria Pushfonte says Heath Ledger didn't OD. It was toxic shock from hydrogen peroxide touching his cheese. Okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene. God fucking damn it.
Can somebody fucking ban that guy?
Number says, been here since the beginning. This is the funniest live stream I've been in. God bless. Hell yeah, agreed.
Thank you.
Gene Prison Meddler says Dave Lombardo and Gene Hogan can definitely smash. Okay.
Same.
Fuck, marry, kill. Dave Lombardo, Gene Hogan, Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater.
Oh my god.
We're going drummer rotation.
I think I'm gonna kill Mike Portnoy.
That was quick. All right, who's the fuck and who's the marry then?
What does Dave Lombardo look like again?
Just kind of, I don't remember. Like a guy. I don't know.
And who was the other one?
Gene Hoglan. He played for a bunch of bands. He was in Dark Angel for a bit. He was in Death. He still is in Dark Angel. He was in Deathcore for a long time. He was in Testament for a while, too. As Acrazol says, I just woke up from a nap like 2 minutes ago. I saw Uncle Melty streaming, and I jolted awake. No way I was missing the stream. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, Gene Hogan would be a Mary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, shit. So Dave Lombardo, then. He's a fuck?
Yeah.
He's a fuck? Okay.
I'm gonna kill him for
He knows how to bang. Ayo! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Oh! Oh, shit! Wolf Lust 97, Marjorie Taylor Greene looked like Eddie on the first Iron Maiden album.
You gotta do.
Yeah. Dude, I can't think of another... You know what? I will be mean. I can't think of another woman more physically unattractive than Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That fucking bitch with, like, the butthole lips that speaks.
Oh, yeah, Laura Loomer. Ah, she's ugly inside and out, too. She looks like if you microwaved a troll doll, and she's literally the most racist human being alive.
Like microwaved a troll doll and then gave it Botox.
And, like, I remember she posted something recently where she's like, yeah, alligator lives matter. I can't wait to feed 65 million people to the fucking alligators. And I'm just like, whoa! Whoa! Oh my god!
I want to say something dark.
Psycho!
I want to say something dark.
No slurs, no threats of violence.
No.
No slurs and no threats of violence.
Conspiracy theory.
Go. Oh,
So,
yes.
okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
So it's
Here we
actually-
go.
Okay,
Let's go.
Somebody, is thinking, somebody's putting forth the conspiracy that,
You should get a cowboy hat.
You know how they're Alligator Alcatraz, they're gonna use those prisoners to test the Neuralink on. And it's low-key, like, something I'm honestly thinking. I'm like, this is a possibility.
It's not impossible.
I'm like, this is what happened in Nazi Germany. Like, they tested on the
Oh, careful, Anna. We're getting political.
Yeah.
Oh.
They tested on the prisoners. And, like...
We're getting political. We wouldn't want to offend anybody.
They removed this law in Florida that, you can, like, sue a doctor for malpractice,
Of course they fucking did.
And, like...
It's Florida! Anything goes in fucking Florida.
I know. So, for me, it's like, I don't know.
The only place in Florida that has rules is fucking Disney World, for God's sakes.
So I'm like, I think this is a genuine possibility, and it's scary. That's all.
This track in the background sounds good, by the way. I fuck with this. Yeah, we've been listening to Southern Progress from a band called Flummox. I've been fucking with it this whole time. Number says, politics scare me. Ah! My super hot take, and I don't care if this pisses you off. If you are telling me in 2025 that politics don't matter, politics don't have anything to do with your life, politics don't affect you, it is because you are literally just full-on ignorant, or you are wealthy and privileged enough, so much so that it literally does not affect you because you're going to be safe.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. It's like,
Straight up.
You have money. Like,
Politics don't affect me. Really? Because politics changes how much you pay in rent, it changes the price of your fucking groceries. Like, what are we fucking talking about here?
Yeah, it affects, like, the kind of protections you have at work. Like...
Blackwater Russ, we're getting political and woke. No! I know. Oh, the Pride Party live stream has gone woke! No! I wanted to talk about sucking hot, manly metal dick! I didn't want to talk about politics! Oh, no! Ah! Ah! Whatever. Fuck, marry, kill, Ben Weinman, Kurt Ballou, Mike Portnoy. You've already sentenced Mike Portnoy to the fuck dimension, to the kill dimension. Yeah. Ben Weinman is Dillinger Escape Plan, Kurt Ballou is Converge.
Oh, then fuck Ben and then marry Kurt.
Smart. Without even looking him up, you're smart.
Also, I don't like men named Ben either, so I wouldn't marry a man named Ben.
Prison Meddler says, fuck, marry, kill, Rob Dukes, Steve Souza, Chuck Billy. Ooh.
I'm marrying Chuck.
Ooh, marrying Chuck is valid.
Yeah.
So who you fucking? Steve Souza or Rob Dukes?
I don't remember what all these men look all the same. At a certain point, I was like, y'all look the same. Steve Dukes.
Rob Dukes.
Oh, Rob Dukes.
Man, you got a weird Google result there for a second. Snipo, I don't want to focus on politics too much because it's depressing, but I ain't going into that.
Oh, I don't trust a man who looks like that.
You're not wrong, for the record. Politics has become incredibly depressing, but unfortunately, politics, contrary to what a lot of people like to think, politics absolutely does have an effect on your daily life. Right now, more so than ever before. And unfortunately, I and a lot of other people are in a position where we don't have the luxury of avoiding politics. There are people in my comments every day who talk about, like, annexing my fucking country. I am not in a position where I have the privilege of ignoring politics. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I will not be able to do it so long as people vote for other people who repeat those same viewpoints. So, I feel you for the record, but, you know. Boss Trainer M, what do you think of black metal? Is it for autists mainly? A little bit. I think I go back and forth on black metal. It kind of depends on the subgenre. I'm not a huge fan of, like, that traditional kind of second wave black metal sound. Like bands like Mayhem, Dark Throne Immortal, I'm not a huge fan. I do like Emperor and Enslaved and early Ulver. I love Windear and Watain. I like blackened death metal, like Belphegor, Behemoth. I love black gaze and a lot of post metal, like Death Heaven, Lantlos, Alcest. It kind of depends. I don't necessarily always like the black metal culture, because I think that there's still a lot of restrictive politics and ideologies within all of that. Yeah. So I go back and forth on it. This kind of reminds me of Moontooth. I'm fucking with it. Ken Stan, baby first black metal like Cradle of Filth, Dimmy Borgir, or Behemoth, I think. A little bit, yeah. It's more accessible because it's bigger, it's cleaner, it's better polished, you know. Where'd you get that?
A coworker gave it to me.
Of course. You're another fucking fan. You have 3 fucking fans.
Yeah,
Jesus fucking Christ.
gave this to me,
You have
so here
3 fucking fans.
This is
Fuck,
my
marry,
first
kill.
fan,
Alright,
though.
fuck, marry, kill. Chris Barnes, George Fisher, or Glenn Benton.
Okay.
There's only one great choice.
I know. George Fisher is obviously the Mary.
Okay.
I think I would kill Chris Barnes.
But then a whole generation of memes dies.
Okay, I'll take one for
But
the
Glenn
team.
Benton's a fucking hardcore asshole.
Yeah,
And to be
that's
honest,
true.
Chris Barnes has his moments too. Let's be real here. There's no great answer. I can't even lie to you. Actually, yeah, it's quite warm in here. Noise of Varric, it's like if Integrity and some random doom band made black metal. What band are we referring to? Oh, you ever listen to Commodus? Commodus? It's like if Integrity and some random doom band made black metal. The name is vaguely familiar. We might have mentioned them in like a fucking Albums I Missed video, but I don't immediately remember any of their music, so it's possible that I'm just not... I don't know. Do you want to play a game? Not a video game. I'm not going to set up the capture card. Do you want to play Poetry for Neanderthals?
Sure, we can do that.
Well, grab it.
You grab it. I don't want to go over the shit over here. Right there.
I'm talking to the crowd.
Go, you're over there.
I'm talking to the crowd, to the
Over
audience.
there, get it.
We're both equally close.
No, you're closer. See? Closer right there. Go get it.
Yeah, but I'm the man of the house.
Shut up. Go get it.
Start suddenly pulling trad husband bullshit. Fine. We're gonna play a card game called Poetry for Neanderthals. We'll explain how the rules of that work in a bit. So, yeah. Boss Trainer, I'm just sad Metal Meltdown forgot he hates me and now he doesn't. My job's done here, we made peace. I don't know, do you want me to hate you? I'm not fully understanding what you're going for here. Do you want me to... I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm moving on. I'm getting the game. I don't feel like setting up the capture card, so we're not going to play video games. Unless Anna really wants to play video games.
No, okay.
Pull it out.
I got so scared. I was like wood because it was brown. I was like, what is that?
Thought I'm throwing a stick at your head or something? I did my part. Alright, so this is a game called Poetry for Neanderthals. We played this during the 20K live stream. Basically, I'm going to draw a card. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to draw a card. You just blow it up. You just do. You blow air into it. You just do it. You just do it. That's how. Man, there's so many fucking things in here. Alright, so I'm gonna draw a card. You know? And, like, I can choose whichever fucking side to whatever. And I'm like, oh, I have to fucking... My word is bucket. So I have to describe bucket to Anna using only one-syllable sentences. So I can be like, thing that hold stuff. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And then Anna can guess.
I don't know. Shelf?
Shelf. Anna guessed wrong because the word is bucket. So what I do is I take this inflatable little fucking thing and I bonk her on the goddamn head with it. And I keep doing that until she gets it right. There are other rules, but we're playing with 2 people, and for the sake of this live stream where we're also drinking, we're just gonna keep it simple and do that shit. Would you like me to take over?
I don't know why
Okay,
I'm struggling.
but you have to engage with the live stream.
Okay.
Have to.
I'm sweaty.
Okay. What do you want me to do about it?
I'm sweaty.
Okay, drink.
I am drinking.
Stupid. Drink more.
Oh wait, Rob Flynn, Chris Taylor Brown. So Chris Brown and Aaron Lewis. Fuck, marry, kill. Rob Flynn, Chris Brown. You know what? I would immediately, like, if you're talking about actually Chris Brown, the Chris Brown I'm thinking of, I'd kill Chris Brown. Marry Rob Flynn.
It might be Chris Brown from Trap. Either way,
Okay.
it's a kill.
You know what? Yeah. Regardless, that's a kill. And then marry Rob Flynn, and then fuck Aaron.
Rob Flynn's a little libbed up, but at least he's safe.
Yeah, I don't care.
Although I will say, Aaron Lewis is a hardcore trumper.
Yeah. Fuck. Why do they all suck? I don't know any of these people. Dan Swano, Mikhail Ackerfeld, Anderson Frieden. I don't know any of those guys.
So Michael Ackerfeld is the main guy from OPEC. Like, the main guy.
Okay. Yes. I remember now. I'm so bad with names.
Dan Swano has produced a bunch of different, like, prog post-metal albums over the years. Anders Frieden, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the guys from In Flames.
It would be Mary Michael, fuck Anderson, and then kill Dan Swano. I think so, at least. The name Chris Brown gotta be cursed at this point. Honestly, if your last name is Brown, do not name your son Chris. That's awful. John McEntee, Anderson Nystrom, Flo Mounier? Flo Mounier?
Flo's the drummer from Cryptopsy. Who are the other names?
John McEntee and Anders Nystrom.
I think Anders Nystrom's... I don't immediately recognize those names, I gotta be honest.
I know, like, this is hard at a certain point.
Anna's a normie, keep it basic for her.
It's not that, well, I mean, honestly, I'm just terrible at remembering things. Chuck Schuldner, Corthon, and who was the other one? I needed to scroll up. Tori G. Warrior?
Tom G. Warrior.
Oh, Tom G. Okay, I can't fucking see because the emoji's, like, in the way. Oh, okay, then that would be kill Tom G. Warrior, fuck Corthon, and marry Chuck Schuldner. Easy. Fuck, marry, kill. Seth Putnam, Gigi Allen, and Odorous Orongus. Okay, I would fuck and marry Odorous, okay? The other two are getting killed.
Valid, honestly.
Brian Johnson, Mick Jagger, George Harrison. Mick Jagger is such a strange-looking man. I think at that point I would be like, fuck Mick Jagger, marry George Harrison, and then kill Brian Johnson. Mick Jagger's too weird looking.
Alright, here we go.
Ah!
So this is the hit stick.
The hit stick.
Alright, so, once again, the way this game works, Anna will draw, just for the sake of example, I will draw a card. Glass or champagne glass, those are my options. That's my word. I have to describe this to Anna using only one-syllable sentences. If she guesses right, a point or whatever. She guesses wrong, boom, like that. So my word is champagne glass. So I can say thing to drink booze. I can't use fancy because that's multiple syllables. Thing to drink booze, big rich. What would you guess?
Big rich. Ah.
So she said big rich, but the word is champagne glass. So thing to drink booze, big rich,
Okay, well,
French.
You already said the answer.
It's an example, Anna!
Oh, okay, well, I already know.
Well, then go along with it. Thing to drink booze, big rich French. What would you guess?
Champagne glass.
Congrats, you win!
You're about to beat me over the head.
That's how the game works. Okay? And then Anna, what's the word that she...
Okay.
What's the word? You're just gonna transition into the game. You have to describe the word, only one-syllable sentences.
Make food sweet.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Cool.
So easy.
Well, she did her best.
Hey, I was being nice.
And now we're actually playing the game. I hope that this makes sense, and in the meantime, we're gonna continue...
Wait. Why is there an orange side and a gray side?
I don't know, pick one. Anna, we've never paid attention to the rules. Why bother starting now?
That's true. I guess I could pick another one.
Just pick a card, and I won't look. I won't look. And you can fucking... There you go.
Okay. Okay. Long, white, hard.
Cock.
In. Leg.
Bone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bone. Wait, I got bonk.
That's right, you gotta bonk me. Fucking hell. I on all things, I on all things, I on all things on transition. Who's transitioning? All of us. I've made you all gay and trans.
That's right. Start everyone transitioning now.
Everyone do it now. Sweet thing from tree.
Sap? Syrup.
Hey!
Yeah.
Syrup. I would have accepted maple syrup as well. But we are getting extra specific there. Fuck, marry, kill. Wine, beer, whiskey. Fuck, marry, all of those things. I ain't killing any alcohol.
Okay.
Okay.
Light come through. See outside. See out.
Lights come through, see outside, window.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is too easy. Fuck you.
See, sand would have been better.
I feel like sand would have been so easy because I would have been like touch at beach.
Unbelievable. Ooh. Thing to feel food is good. Know how food is.
Thermometer?
Know how food is. Thing on tongue. Know how food is good.
Taste buds?
Hey! Taste buds! Taste buds! There we go. Uncle Melty should twerk for all of us. If someone donates more than $50, I'll twerk for you. Huh?
Okay. Eat fun.
What?
Eat
Okay, I'll let you cook.
during sit.
Dinner?
No, sorry, let me cook.
Okay.
Yellow in contain in bucket.
Ah! One syllable.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Bucket's 2 syllables.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of one syllable words. Yellow corn. Eat. Sit. Fire. Yellow corn fire.
Popcorn?
Yes.
Yellow corn fire. Jesus Christ.
Good work, though.
Patron Jester, hey Metal Meltdown, when's your next stream gonna be? I'm gonna try to get back into a habit of doing this every month, like some kind of live stream. I say that all the time, and then it's always more difficult than it needs to be, but that's my goal. Ooh, I got a good one. Thing in zoo. And like fruit. Has hair. Look like man.
Orangutan?
Close, but not quite. Thing in zoo look like man. Like fruit. Also, dumb.
Gorilla?
There was movie about thing. You said, what'd you say? Did you say gorilla?
Chimpanzee! No, it's not chimpanzee.
No. However, no, that's 3. No, but thing is kind of like that in zoo.
Ape? Monkey?
Hey!
Well, you said
Monkey.
movie.
Yeah,
Planet
cause
of the Apes.
there's lots of movies about monkeys.
Okay.
I'm doing my best. It's 1 syllable, girl. Oh, yeah. All right, here you go. Landon says, I'm heading out. See y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night, bud.
Okay, I think this is round.
Yes.
Look at Earth round. Spin Earth.
Globe.
Fuck you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm awesome. Hell fucking yeah. I'm awesome at this game. Alright. Ooh. Thing to wear when smell. Bad smell.
Thing to wear when smell bad smell.
Yes.
Mask? Gas mask?
Gas mask. Gas mask. There we go. She's getting good at this. She's getting good. Uncle Melty, what's with all the women beating?
Oh, this will be good.
To be fair, there's an equal amount of abuse here. Oh, I'm not gonna look. I almost did. I promise I didn't see it.
Okay. See dead people.
Cemetery? Okay. See dead people. What else?
Wait, people is too slow.
Oh, it is!
Start it over.
Mm,
Let me start over.
mm.
See dead. See dead.
Mm-hmm.
At
At
place.
graveyard.
No. Flower. Cross. Go in place. See dead.
Yeah, graveyard cemetery. Okay,
Close.
okay.
Close.
Tomb. Funeral home.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, there's a pretty limited amount of places where you see dead people. Jesus Christ.
It's so hard to think of a single word sometimes, like a single syllable.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be funny. Don't cry. Don't cry. It just thing from cow.
No?
Don't cry. It just thing from cow.
Spilled milk?
There you go. Spilled milk.
Maybe that. Don't cry.
Don't cry. No need. Fuck, marry, kill. Charlie Fell, ALN, Andrew Mark Zusky. I don't know who any of these fucking people are. No clue.
Okay. If on head, feel soft. On head, feel soft.
Took?
Me like thing on head. Feel nice.
You're priming that thing up. Jesus. Can you give me a little more?
Feel thing on head, feel nice. Me like long.
Long.
Long on head, feel nice. Me like.
Hat? Top hat?
On head, me like. Me like.
Hair!
Yes.
There we go.
I feel nice on your head. Me like.
Oh, yeah. I like how at a certain point this just turns into you repeating the same words over and over.
I did the same thing.
Oh. Thing in jar you like for drink.
Pickles?
Thing in jar you like for drink. Brine.
Pickle juice?
Dill.
Dill pickle?
Thing in jar you like for drink
Dill pickle?
and eat.
Oh, olives?
Thing in jar you like for drink and eat. Has dill. Is
Pickled
sweet.
Cucumbers? Pickles? March is back. You're
So
trying to block me
close.
over the head.
Oh yeah. So close, but not quite close yet.
Capers? That's the wrong
Thing
side.
thing that does is good. Put on
Beans?
no. No beans. Dumb. Eat is good. Put in jar.
Peppers?
Eat is good. Put in jar. You were so close, just not quite.
Pickles? How's
Beans.
not pickles?
Because one thing is off. You have to say right word, and you did not. Thus we must go. Thing in jar, taste good. With brine, use for food. Last long time. Yes! Pickle, not pickles.
That's the same fucking thing.
No, it isn't! No, it isn't! You have to say the word! You have to say the word! You have to say the word!
That's literally what I said.
Fuck, marry, kill. Trenches, Questy, thralls. Questy's a good fuck.
You said that quickly.
Questy's a good fuck.
Yeah.
What can I say?
You know from experience?
Yeah, definitely. Marry Trenches. He's a loving father and husband. I guess by default that means I'm killing thralls. No disrespect, thralls. Y'all might be into that, though. Y'all love your extreme metal. I don't think Anna knows enough about any of these people to comment.
Yeah. I don't know my fucking YouTuber lore or whatever. Oh.
Ugh.
Me like do this when sun go down.
Sleep.
Close. Me like do this in day.
Sleep. When do you not like to sleep, in my defense?
Close.
Close.
Like sleep.
Nap.
Me do day, yes.
Nap.
Yes.
I was like, I'm right there on the cusp of it. I know it. I know it. I just do.
Dumb.
Oh. You cannot eat, but good. From East Coast.
Oysters.
Close.
You're not blocking me!
Oh, okay. Put in... You asked for a bonk.
That sounds kind of dirty.
Put
you
in...
are bonking me?
We put in a soup
Clams?
thing.
Mussels?
But what is soup?
Clam chowder?
There you bonk, you still got it wrong, but yes, clam chowder.
Stupid. Okay. Pretty in sky, you see at night.
Moon.
That's right.
Yeah, the moon! We're getting good at this. We're learning how to read each other's minds. We'll do a couple more, and then that might be it.
It's too easy because I know how you think.
Oh! Shit in.
Toilet?
Yeah!
We don't put it back.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
So goofy.
We'll do a couple more. We're getting too good at this. We're reading our minds. Fuck, marry, kill. Mad Mike, Mike C-Town, and Wyatt Sim. Oh, fuck Mike C-Town, marry Mad Mike, and fuck Wyatt. No, kill Wyatt Sim. Yeah.
I think this will be fun to try to figure out.
Sure.
Person, use, wheel, turn, sit,
Person who wheel turn?
use, wheel,
Who
turn,
use wheel turn.
sit, on road, use wheel,
Bus driver?
close.
Close.
Person on road, use wheel to
Person's 2 syllables.
park. Yeah. Okay. Guy, I'm just gonna say guy. Guy on road, use wheel, to turn. Use wheel to turn on road. Sit. 4 wheels. Who guy? What guy name?
What?
What guy?
What?
Guy behind wheel.
Driver.
Yes, there you go. That's a guy's name.
That's so weird. Boss trainer, why the hate for Wyatt X him? Is he transphobic? I mean, for the record, you have to pick someone. That's how the game works. Second, Wyatt X him, I think I have reason to believe that Wyatt X him really does not like me, just based on things that he has said on social media and on his channel. So I don't know. I like some of his content, but I don't know. he's left a few comments here and there where he gets maybe a little bit butthurt over some things I've said. Like, he was someone who came in, like, when I called Varga Nazi, and he was like, actually, he's an Odinist. And it's like, okay.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I don't really have anything against the guy. It's just he's a little edgy, and I don't think he likes me, like, at all in the kind of content that I make, and I feel like if we were in the same room, we wouldn't have much to talk about. I don't think we'd get along. He's more than welcome to prove me wrong, for the record. Like I said, no hate, no whatever. If it's whatever, you know. I don't give enough of a shit. Life's too short. I would hope that he feels the same way. Oh, here we go. This might be a fun one. Girl who like rich man, but not like rich man. Like him for rich, but not for man. He show off.
Gold digger?
He like her. She like him, but not like him. She like cash that he have. He show her off.
Oh, trophy way.
Hey! There you go.
That's good.
Boss trainer and life's too short to hate each other, brother. I mean, I agree. I'm just, you know, straight up. I have reason to believe that he does not like me. He's made it very clear many a time. He's whined at me in comments in the past, and there's a lot of stuff that we disagree on, but I don't have any real hate for him. You know, whatever. We both do our own thing, and that's it. Whatever.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay. Me like to wear during... Me like to wear at cold, but you don't like wear at cold. Me like where at cold is soft and warm.
Big coat. Mittens. Okay, alright. Give me a little more.
Me have a lot of things.
Clothing. You do, though.
Me have a lot of things I like wear when cold.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Me have a lot of things me like to wear when cold.
Toques?
Warm, big.
Coat.
No. Almost.
What do you mean, almost? Also, that's 2 syllables.
Okay, yeah, but I'm responding to you, so shut up. We have a lot of things wear during cold fall.
Jacket.
Almost.
What do you mean? Scarf. You have so much fucking clothing.
Close around jacket. We have a lot of things. In room.
Yeah, big coat. Dress? I don't know.
You wear when cold, but you know like wear when cold.
Boots? I don't know.
It's sweater.
Fuck off. Alright, fine. So be it. Fuck off. Kill, and kill. MOD, scale it back, and Rageaholic. I mean, yeah, fuck all those guys. We had Rageaholic fucking crying in the fucking comments a little while back. Because he's like, you should fucking quit your channel. I told him to cope.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
It was very funny. I enjoyed that very much. Fuck, whatever. He's a fucking right-wing major asshole. Like, fuck that guy. He's a fucking loser. How you doing, Anna?
I'm good.
How would you feel about wrapping up at about 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. You mean
Sorry, 7 o'clock.
Okay, it was like, I don't think you know what time
I'm thinking
it
in
is.
time zones.
Yeah.
Because I, at some point, need to eat.
You wanna go Zeldin's?
No, I went to Zeldin's last week. Blake Gunnels, I disagree with the Metal Meltdown on some reviews, but at least I don't do it in a way that makes people see me as an asshole. Yeah, I don't expect everybody to agree with me, contrary to very popular belief. I just want to talk about music and hang out and have fun, and sometimes people take that personally.
Do you wanna go to El Inca?
I don't know, maybe.
I want some more taco.
Let's not say the name of restaurants out loud so as to potentially dox ourselves.
Hey, you're like having a serious conversation. I'm thinking about food.
Let's just try not to dox ourselves, please and thank you.
Perhaps.
Personally, I respect Burzum's influence on metal and as a personal project, but I despise... I don't respect Burzum. That's my hot take. I don't care. I don't care if they did all these.
Give a shit.
I don't care if they did all these wonderful things for black
Sounds
metal.
like ass.
I don't care. I don't like Burzum as a band, and I don't like Varg Vikernes as a human being, and I really fucking think it's really obnoxious that people will be like, actually, he's an Odinist. Actually. Like, who cares? Same branch on the same shitty...
Yeah, same
shitty right-wing...
care.
Same branch on the same shitty right-wing ideology tree. Like, I don't fucking care. Also, he's very openly described himself as a neo-Nazi many times.
Yeah.
He has openly said that he likes being called a neo-Nazi. He does not have a problem with the label. Monkey see, monkey do, you know? Like, literally. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care.
And the thing is because these people are in such denial because they know being a Nazi is bad. They know it deep down. So that's why they're like, no, actually he's this, because they feel guilty deep down. They know it's bad.
It's just like I don't know.
It's
if
like,
you wanna
be honest with yourself.
you wanna be politically correct when it comes to fucking fascists, like fuck that. I don't give a shit.
The truth will set you free.
It's like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just like I don't know. You want to listen to the music? Fine, go for it. But I personally just don't. I don't want to.
I don't give a fuck. Sounds like ass.
I just don't give a shit. But yeah. No. Maybe. We also went to El Inca pretty recently
they
too.
get really good drinks.
Also true.
And they do weekly deals.
Also true.
I want some more of the taco.
When do you not want taco taco?
It's so good and it's cheap and you get so much.
Acrozol, if I was to be fully transparent, Philosophum is really the only record I enjoy, but it's not something I would willingly choose to reach for if I wanted to listen to black metal. I don't know. It's never something I would fucking... It's never something I would reach for. I've never... Even before I knew who Varg was, I just didn't care about Varg's music. Like, I just never thought Burzum was genuinely that interesting. I think there's way better stuff, frankly, from that era. That's just me, though. But yeah. Varg is a Melanie Mac simp. Damn. I don't even know who we're talking about. No, I was talking about Razor Fist. Razor Fist being a simp would not bother me. He seems like somebody who has trouble with women in general for a multitude of reasons. But, you know, whatever. Varg claims he didn't burn down the churches. He definitely did. I mean, yeah, of course he did. Like,
yeah, there's fucking, like, evidence of
there's
it.
more than enough. Like, I don't know. It's like...
It's like, sure, whatever. You know why? Because right-wing idiots will believe anything. They'll be like,
It's also just like, I don't give a shit, to be entirely blunt. Like, whatever. Windeer, Baffery, Enslaved, over or better? Yeah, straight up. Like, I've always preferred...
Listen to fucking Baffery.
I've always preferred Windeer. I mean, Corfon from Bathory was also kind of a weirdo.
He's a weirdo.
But at least the music was, like, better. Just generally better. Dude, Razorfist literally groomed a girl for years. What? Really?
What kind of lore drop is this?
Oh, this is awesome. And to think we were minutes away from ending the stream. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, it's not. I just feel so bad for that girl.
That's fucking wild.
Oh my god. Can we get some definitive proof before I get sued for defamation? Please and thank you.
100 men versus being normal.
Normal. Guess who wins that? Not gonna lie, Burzum is the most influential black metal band ever. Dude invented so many subgenres of... I don't even agree with that. I don't.
Agree with that either.
I don't agree with that. I don't. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to give you some leftist copium or whatever, but I don't really agree with that. I mean, I mean, like, when I think about, like, who, like...
I'm thinking about Bathory and Mayhem.
I think, yeah, Mayhem, Bathory, Celtic Frost, Enslaved, like, I think that their influence stretches far, far further. Like, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find, like, a black gaze post-black metal band, or, like, kind of like a Cascadian black metal band, like the Wolves in the Froom Room Panopticon-ass band, that would cite Burzum as, like, a huge, huge influence, personally.
Freaks.
There's recordings of him verbally abusing her too. Jesus Christ.
Disgusting.
I'm learning so much shit about Razorfist that I did not want to fucking learn.
Just be normal?
No, Razorfist cannot be normal. He's a fucking weirdo.
Behave yourself.
Oh.
It costs $0.
He already hated my guts, so whatever. Blackwater Russ, yeah, I was just about to say you need proof before saying that. It's not so much that I disbelieve that it could happen. It's more so that, like, I do not want to put myself in a position where I could be liable for
Like, statistically,
defamation.
It's Statistically, it's possible.
It absolutely is possible. You fucking kidding me?
It's like, for me, I'm not surprised anymore.
Noise Varick, that's fair, but he helped build atmospheric DSBM Dungeon Synth, even Black Gaze. I disagree with Black Gaze. Disagree.
Stop.
Disagree. I don't know. I don't know. Again, like, like, did Deaf Heaven and Alcest really listen to Burzum? I don't feel it. I don't feel it at all. Bathory and Mayhem probably the most influential, to be honest. Mayhem is like the quintessential black metal band.
I would say like one of the bands that like inspired that was like Summoning. Summoning really inspired a lot of those.
That's
kind of,
fair.
Like, atmospheric metal bands.
When I think Dungeon Synth too, I think Morty is as well.
Yeah.
Because he was already kind of going down that lane too. I think a part of it is like Varg is such a controversial and famous figure that like it's easy. I don't doubt that there are bands who are influenced by Varg and by Burzum. You cannot erase his influence from black metal no matter how hard you try, but simultaneous to that, I think a part of the reason why he has become such an influential figure is just because he's also very controversial. You know?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I think so.
Like, I don't think a lot of people would be talking about Varg and Burzum if it wasn't also for all the things that he has done. Or if you prefer, has alleged to have done. You know, the Nazi bullshit, church burnings, killing Euronymous, the fact that he allegedly plotted terror attacks from prison. Like, you know what I mean? Noise of Varick, oh man, you should see Deaf Heaven said Burzum's Philosophum was a big influence on the sound. I mean, that's disappointing if that's true. I don't know. I don't know. You're still... I don't know. Whatever, man. You're not going to convince me that Burzum is like... My hot take is that you can remove Burzum, the band, from black metal and not a lot actually changes. Like, I don't know.
I just don't.
I'm
like,
probably in the... I'm probably...
Bands. They're not Bathory, they're
I'm
not
probably...
Mayhem, they're not Enslaved. Like, he's not any of those.
I'm probably in the minority here. So be it. It is what it is. My thoughts and feelings on Varg and Burzum are very well documented at this point. It is what it is. I think we're in a position where we can probably start wrapping up. How do we feel about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Listen up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It has been a fantastic evening with y'all, but I'm getting tired and I'm getting hungry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for donating, if you did. Thank you to that one guy who made 1 million alts and tuned in 1 billion fucking times. Anything you want to say? You were only here for a bit, Anna, but anything you want to say?
Get woker now.
Get woker now. Get more woke.
Everyone get gay and
more
woke.
gay, more trans, more non-binary, more cunt, more serving, more everything. More libbed up. All that.
American friends, please stay safe. It's getting scary.
Yeah. Stay safe. I love you. Have a great day. Number, best stream I've ever been in. I agree. This has been awesome. And if you want more fucking, if you want more fun live streams like this, then fucking tune the fuck in more. Because we'll do more in the future. I don't know. Fucking playing them up. When Helldivers 2 comes out, we can play Helldivers.
Sure.
Play Donkey Kong Bonanza when that comes out.
Yes.
We'll go buy a Switch too.
We gotta play Mario Kart.
You want to play Mario Kart no matter
Yes.
what. Name Nameson, the MVP of this server. Hell yeah. Boss Trainer, not more gay for me, I'm good. More gay! More gay! More gay! The more gay, the better! More gay, the better! Acrozol, amazing stream, we'll tune in next time. Noise of Varick says, hail the gays. Thank you again, y'all. Cheers. Love you. Happy Pride. Happy metal. Happy existing and doing fun things forever. Cheers.
Oh, yeah.